Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream today. I am Ferthan, your MC for today, and we're going to be streaming Primal, the board game. We've got some lovely guests with us. Someone you might recognize, the person who's normally streaming on this channel, and of course, that's Divine Princess Hannah. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Did you miss me? I've come once again to conquer these lands and demand them to pay tribute to me.
And then, of course, we've also got Shinxie with us today. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shinxune Happy-Go-Lucky Kid today. It's good to see everybody. Hello.
And we picked up some duck off the street. I don't know. His name's like Care or something. Carrie New, Carrie Nee. Welcome. You want to introduce yourself? I know you're probably not used to this kind of thing.
I snuck in, but I swear I'm normal.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna let the duck take over because he's probably gonna do a better job than me. So
You're letting the hairy knee duck take over?
That's perfect.
No, you did wonderfully. Everyone, we told Ferthan that he was going to do the intro about 1 second before he had to. That was glorious.
Honestly, I'm really impressed. That was really smooth.
Well,
I don't
yes,
have chat
Anders.
pulled up.
Normal?
So I guess.
Yeah, right. Crying hug.
Hello. Now I need to rearrange everyone on screen again because I moved Hannah into the center after you declared her like mistress of this stream. Hold up. I need my chair back. There's my chair back.
Wait, hold on. What? No, my chair!
My chair! R.I.P. on it. He won't want it back.
No, wait. What the fuck? Stop
The duck has
spreading
declared
the
mutiny.
fox. Like the fox is doing fox things. What the fuck? If you ever need ammo to call Shinx Stinky, it's right there. Flip that and forever be free.
No! Take it.
Hello, everyone.
I swear I don't smell.
Yeah, but you pee on seats apparently to claim them. Like what?
Well, how else is anybody supposed to know? They're mine.
The ancient but efficient art of communication. I mean, technically that is. Never mind. Let's not validate that.
I am communicating the only way I know how.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to. What are we doing again? Hi, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I have with me for some board games today 3 wonderful people. We have in the right corner a Shinx, who has already done villainous things. We have with us a Hannah, and for the first time ever, proud to present, we have a Ferthan!
Hello. Yeah, I'm the 4th person who's not wonderful. The 3 wonderful people are the other 3.
No, like I'm just here. Like I just waddled in here.
I thought
Yeah,
the 4
off
wonderful
the
people
streets.
were all of us and Zoe, except, the duck.
Oh, I'm getting de-peopled again. I see. Yeah, no, fine. Okay. Yeah. All right, I get it.
You're the one who decided to be a duck, so
Can we eat the new person? Ferthan, are you edible?
I mean anything's edible if you try hard enough.
Well, I tried.
That was
It's
so
settled.
willing. All right.
Remember, everyone, Ferthan goes well with garlic.
Literally, we need a wolf tower of Care, Zoe, Hannah, and then the chair with Shinx in the background with a suspicious leg race. No, do not. No. That is cursed as
Oh
fuck.
my god. Oh, Jesus.
No. Oh, today it's starting off very strong. Speaking of starting off very strong, Tally, thank you for the 29 months. Thank you very much. So, everyone. Today, we have 2 things. First of all, I forgot the background music. I don't know. It happens. And maybe it will happen again. Actually, okay, now it really doesn't load. That is.
Hurry, Fred, then start singing so they don't notice there's no background music.
Oh, we're gonna get copyright stricken.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all.
Have I just been relegated to background music for the rest of the stream?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh boy, here we go. There we go. Oh, and of course I muted it. Wow, I'm really fucking good at this. Oh boy.
Once again, somehow Shinxie, the most professional person in the room.
Ferthan has been doing really well.
Even after
Don't-
peeing on the chair? Actually, yeah, it's Ferthan.
Yeah, it's Ferthan. I'm sorry. Sorry, Shinxie. Pat.
Don't be sorry. She peed on the chair. What do you mean? Oh, God.
Well, I wasn't in it anymore. I don't care.
I feel like
Claire,
you
do you
should
need a
carry.
minute to get some disinfectant wipes?
No, I need a minute to take like a deep breath and like become normal again. What the hell? I need control, which I've clearly lost. Everyone, before I introduce what we're going to do today, really quickly, Magnus, congratulations on the first. Well done. Well done indeed. Can say you were the best duckling, but then it got sniped by the aforementioned Magnus. You are the best duckling. Well done. You're the one sitting in it. Like, technically, Zoe's standing in front of it. I'm safe, but like the odor is getting to me. All right, everyone. So today we have for you a new board game that we haven't played on stream at all. Sarah gave me a quote-unquote quick tutorial on it. So I have like a very, very rough idea of how it worked. I then read the rulebook, and I didn't learn much more. So today we are going to be playing Primal. Effort, thank you for the 1 bit. Thank you very much. I can't redeem my duckling. I'm sorry, Magnus. Collab streams. So let me switch screen and then see what happens. Oh, that button doesn't work today. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's none of this is working. Okay, we're putting the Shinx here. There she is. And we're putting this idiot over here. Yeah, we're putting this idiot over here. Yeah.
Why did we shrink, but you two stayed big? No, that's not.
Because you two are handled through different sources, whereas Shinxie and I are the same capture, like the same
also
VTube Studio
thought-
capture.
Hannah's height is lap-sized, so she can't be taller than us. But then Ferthan it has to be short enough for me and Hannah to hold hands over him, right?
Correct.
So I think it was right. Yeah, it was appropriate.
Our non-Euclidean Ferthan.
I think I'm gonna keep all of you at about the same size for visibility reasons. Actually, you can all be a bit bigger.
It's
We
fine.
can-
You can put me up top. Put me over the table flip button so nobody presses it.
I don't know whether I want to put you anywhere near to the table flip button. I think your PNG's
on.
proximity to it will probably do something.
Come on.
No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm good.
Damn it! I tried.
Yeah, oh boy, did she. So, everyone, today
Wow.
we are playing Primal. Primal, if you don't know, is all about hunting really big monsters. Now, hold on. I know that does not narrow it down. I know in the grand scheme of the things that we're doing on this channel, that is a non-descriptor. That's like, today we're going to be breathing. I know.
I love doing
However,
that.
we're going to hunt really big monsters to then use their parts to make it... Wait, no, that doesn't help either.
I don't. So why are you describing Troubleshooter?
We are going to hunt really big monsters so that we can progress our villain... No, wait, that doesn't...
Hmm.
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 We're going to hunt really big monsters because they're out there.
Just to
Yeah.
feel something.
We're going to hunt monsters who aren't made out of fingers. There it is. Crembo, good point. Good point. So Primal is a board game that's all about monster hunting. I know we have a couple of these. However, this one has a combat system that we haven't messed with yet at all. Also gets some really cool mechanics, and this one is card-based. That is the big differentiator between this and something like KDM or Monster Hunter, the board game. Well, Monster Hunter the board game is also card-based, but I also don't like Monster Hunter the board game. Don't tell anyone. I know that's heresy. So, neither my players nor I have really played this, except for the one game with Sarah. I instantly have to point at Sarah and go, why did you teach me that you could move more than one space at a time, you liar? But more importantly, thank you, Sarah, for like getting me into this. This is your fault. For those of you that read the schedule, you might see that today's schedule says we're doing something different.
I think everyone is used to the schedule lies, so there's no need to explain.
Like I said, this schedule isn't a lie. This is an upgrade to the base offering. In progress, like during project, we upgraded the delivery goal of that schedule to bring you more interesting and more advanced content than was originally promised to you. Like we raised the floor, basically. Yeah, that's corpo speak, right? We can deal with that.
Yeah.
So, let me give you like a rough intro of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do one, maybe, if we have the time, 2 hunts.
Okay.
And what we're going to be hunting is going to be on this board over here. We're going to start with, what is this thing called? Viraxen, which is a red fire dragon with a very distinctive wing pattern. There will be a lot of Monster Hunter comparisons today. A lot of them. So this is the hunt board. You can immediately tell that this hunt board has slightly less spaces than KDM. There are 4 tiles on this board, which is at least 2 less than a KDM board.
We get to play Foursquare.
Yes, absolutely. My client didn't lie, they upgraded the truth.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna spike the ball all day. I'm that guy.
Wow, hyper competitive over here. So, while like this creature over here needs to fall. Why? There is a narrative element to this game, one that we're not going to be going into today. We're going to be playing an expedition or 2, where we're going to hunt this, and then we'll find something else that we might hunt if we have the time for it. There is going to be a lot about this, but for my players, in front of you there is a card with a dude with a big sword on it. And in the middle you have 2 arrows, one going left, one going right. Find a character that you think looks cool, or has a weapon that looks cool, and then stick with that. We're going to do like singular characters, so like try not to duplicate anything. Mind you, I've only ever seen 2 characters, so who knows what everyone does. We're going to be learning that together today. Brethren, right?
Ooh.
Oh, Shinxie found a shield.
I don't know what I'd want to do.
Every single one of these has like distinct mechanics that kind of only you need to care about, in terms of like, for example, the hammer guy stuns, right? But not everyone interacts with the same keywords. There's a very long keyword list, but don't worry about it. Hammer users get 1d4 siren points. It doesn't do anything, but I approve of it.
Oh.
Good.
Oh,
Ferthan's
accidentally
going bow.
selected.
Oh no, Shinx is going bow. We can reload if you want to. If you want to.
Yeah, I accidentally selected it.
How is there a button to like redo this?
If I hit take seat again.
Try that. We might just have to reload the table,
No.
which is no problem whatsoever.
Wait, did either of you 2 want to go bow?
I'm probably gonna go stun, bro.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
You don't have to
wanted
play
sword
bow,
and
Shinx.
shield or great sword.
Ooh.
Like you
I'll
can
stick
switch
bow, I don't
Shinxie.
mind.
Like reloading the table is no effort whatsoever. Entirely.
Nah, let's
Actually,
see what
we-
this is about. I saw the word volley, and I'm like 20% sure I know what it means, so I want to learn.
Okay, wonderful.
How did you load it? Do you click that toggle button?
Just click in the middle, like where your weapon symbol is. Once you click
Yeah.
that, it'll grab all of your stuff and set you up.
No.
All right. So today we have Mira as the great bow player. We have Thorek, a hammer user, and then we have Lyodar, sword and shield. Very light. I see the lion theme. I see it. Okay.
Love
So,
it.
let me tell you a bit about your tools. You see some equipment that you have on your board. Let's start with your helmet and your armor. You see that these two have a value, 4 for the helmet and 5 for the armor. That is your health. You have 9 health right now. If you drop to 0, then you go prone. Someone needs to pick you up. We'll go through that when it happens. The other piece of equipment that you have is your weapon, and this one dictates a lot of things. At the bottom of the weapon, you have a little like splat. That is your damage number. That is the damage this weapon deals. That will be important. And the top right, you have a level of the weapon underneath its name. That'll be important for like a handful of card effects. On the left side of the weapon, you see 4 numbers. They all say 6, and there are 4 colors: red, blue, yellow, and green. These are the type of cards that are in your deck. Hold up, I'm going to seal Shinx's deck real quick to demonstrate this. So these cards, we're going to ignore the text that's on them very quickly. These are 4 different card types. Red are your attacks. This is how you do damage. Whenever you play a red card, in addition to what they say to do, you get to do your weapon's damage to an enemy. However, red cards are only ever playable if there's an opening on the monster, which are the red zones on the board, like the big 2 red zones. If you're standing within those zones, then you can do damage with red cards. Blue cards are also attacks, but they're, I think they're called maneuvers? They're called something. A blue card doesn't do your weapon's damage, unless it says so on the card. What it does instead is it reduces a monster's struggle level, which you can think of as an enrage timer. Think of these as like stuns and like enervation effects that make the monster slower. A monster struggle builds up over the course of a fight, and it uses that to enhance its attacks, and it also sometimes just uses it to flat out deal damage to you all. After that, we have our 2 defensive cards. These don't have any additional effects, but you can see they have this little shield symbol on the top. The amount of these that you play per turn matters for a mechanic called attrition. At the end of your turn, you will have to check how many defensive cards you played, and there's going to be a little check. If you played less, you take attrition damage. Those are the 4 types of cards that are in your deck. You will have 5 cards in hand, and you will play these cards in order to deal with a monster, in order to move, in order to do things. So, since we're talking about playing cards, the way that you play cards is relatively simple. Every card has a cost on the top left. Like here we have 2 0-cost cards, so these can just be played onto your board here for free. And this one, for example, has a cost of 1. In order to play a card, what you do is you take any other card from your hand, and you look at this little pip at the bottom. That is the stamina generation of that card. So, for example, if you have a card that costs 1, you can discard a card that costs that has like 1 stamina on it in order to play that card. Some cards give more than 1 pip, some cards cost more than 1, some cost less than 1, but you're giving up cards in your hand in order to play other cards from it. So far, everything okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, wonderful.
So I understand.
I'm going to take these. I'm going to put them back. And I think the best thing to do, now that you have the basic idea of what your cards are, is to take you all and just put you on a field. Thank you all. There's a couple of additional mechanics that are going to be coming up, but the most important part is obviously what your opponent is going to be doing to you. Before we start off, I would like to direct your attention up here, because we need to figure out, how do you actually win this? How do you like bring this monster down? This is the Varaxen. It is very stupid, and I think this is the wrong card. No, it's not. This is the right card. Isn't it though? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, sorry. I'm also getting familiar with these. So if we were to look at a turn, there is no monster turn. The monster doesn't take turns. That's only ever you.
Hmm.
What the monster has instead is these reactions up here. These symbols all mean something. For example, whenever you activate a red card, after you resolve it, this thing flips over, and then the monster is going to do that. Then afterward, it gets discarded and gets replaced by a new one. This one's also a red card. But there's various types
I
of
hate React streamers.
Oh, awful.
Great.
This one happens at the end of a round. This one happens if you start your turn at its tail location.
Oh.
So you're going to have to maneuver these things. When you do damage to a monster, eventually you do enough damage to cause a wound. The monster has 10 wounds in total. And the amount of damage that you need to do in order to inflict a wound varies, depending on how angry the monster is. It might not be feeling all that pain that you're dealing to it. Down here, we have the current stance of the monster. Basically, phase 1. In phase 1, you need to deal 2 damage per player in order to inflict a wound. That doesn't mean that Shinxie has to do 2, and then Ferthan has to do 2, and then Hannah has to do 2. That just means every 6 damage you deal, the monster loses a wound. This is the way that it scales its multiplayer component. So if we were 2 players, you'd only need to do 4, and then if you were 4 players, you'd need to do 8. Once it's down to 7 wounds, it will change its phase into the next stance, and then the next, and then it dies. You can also on this thing see its exposed areas, so the front and the back. This is where you play your red cards. And you can see the amount of damage that it does. It does 1 damage to you right now. That's the monster damage. Some cards will say take more, but a lot of cards will say, hey, deal monster damage to someone. And that is the amount. It currently does 1, exactly. You can also see that it has an ability at the end of the round. If the aggro player is threatened, there's fire terrain in the front sector. I'll explain those in a second. And then it has a special that you can pull on it. This card here says 2 of these like down spike symbols. That's both the red and the blue card. If you play 2 of these in succession and you are in the rear sector, you get to put a counter on this card. When there are 2 per player counters, so 6 counters on this card, you cut the tail off and you instantly do 2 entire wounds to this thing, in addition to anything those cards would have done already. So this is a way to inflict 2 wounds by like getting rid of the tail in the end. This is always active throughout the entire fight. Other than that, down here we have the struggle level of the monster. It will gain 1 struggle per player every turn. So this will just like accumulate. You will need to start managing this. If it reaches 3 struggle per player, so 9, it will lash out at everyone and just do its monster level damage to you all. You want to keep this low. But there are also other effects that it has that say, like, hey, if I have this much struggle, spend it and do something. Repeat this attack. Stuff like this. So controlling this is important. Acceleration, I don't think this monster deals with, so we're not going to worry about it. And last but not least, we have the attrition deck down here. At the end of your action, you're going to flip one of these cards. And then it will say, hey, have you played at least 1 defensive card this turn? If yes, you're absolutely fine. If not, you take monster level damage. Because you've been too aggressive. You've not looked at your health too much. You've run out of stamina.
Okay.
That is like the big rough of it all. There is obviously more to it. For example, the aggroed and threatened. One of you has to start as the player with aggro. One of you will always have aggro. And you get to pick which one that is at the start of the game, I believe.
Oh.
The aggro player always starts the monster turn, and then it rotates after that. The monster will also always, at the end of your round, try to look at the player that has aggro. It's going to try to follow you. Who of you wants to start with aggro in place?
I have a shield.
Okay, so you have this aggro button at the top of your character sheet. You press that. There. Princess Hannah has drawn aggro.
Oh.
You got it now. Now it's on you. The other thing is the threatened mechanic. If you look next to your character sheet, you have a round structure card here that tells you the structure of a round. Big surprise, right? And the way this works is, we're just going to talk through this very quickly. At the start of a new round, none of you have acted before, you can decide whether you want to consume a potion that you have with you, or whether you want to consume whatever you have. All of you have an Aylmore potion right now, which you can choose to heal a player in your sector by 2, or if the last attrition card that was played is 1 or lower, to heal 4 instead, because the fight's kind of calming down a little, you can chug the entire thing. That's the only time you can consume a potion. Then the monster does upkeep stuff. I'll talk about that once we get there. The monster gets a new card. The monster gains more struggle. That's all at the start of a turn. And then you take your player turns. The person with aggro begins, and you get to choose to move. Moving is done by either deciding that you want to stay here or by moving to one of the adjacent areas. And you do that by discarding a card from your hand that has 1 stamina bip on it. You need to pay to move for that. The reason why moving is important is that if you do not move, at the end of your turn, you become threatened. Like you've been stationary for a while, the monster knows where you are. It hones in on you. It's easier for the monster to hit you. Threatened by itself doesn't do much, but there are other effects that reference it. For example, the fire breathing ability here at the end of the round. If the aggro player is threatened because they didn't move, it places a fire terrain in its front sector. Right now would be here. We'll talk about fire a bit later. Suffice it to say, if a terrain's on fire, that's really bad. But the exact mechanics, stand-in fire DPS higher, does not necessarily apply here. Then, after you've decided to move or not to move, is your action phase, in which you can start playing action cards from your hand. If you have any like abilities that get to be played, you can do that. If there's a down player in your area, you can start reviving them once per turn. All of those things. We'll talk about that more once you've drawn cards for your hand. Then you check attrition, where you flip the top card of the attrition deck. Or if you are threatened, you flip the top 2 cards and then pick the worst one.
Oof.
That's the big downside of threatened. Then it's the end of your turn. You discard all the cards you played to your board. You draw back up to 5 cards in your hand. The monster looks at the aggro player. And then next player. And the players repeat until everyone has gone. Then it's the end of the round. And we go again. Any questions so far? I know that was a lot.
Nah, I'm excited to fight this thing. I feel ready.
So as far as sectors are concerned, so I'm assuming the monster can like rotate, and that's why the
Yes.
sectors are like light up red. Is the front sector always considered where the monster is facing, or is it always going to be this bottom sector?
The front sector is always where the monster's facing. For example, Hannah has aggro right now. If she were to move, the monster moves with her.
Oh, okay.
It turns around.
Gotcha.
You can see that changes. If you ever wondering, like, if we get a monster with like more ambiguous, with like a more ambiguous mini, there's a red arrow at the front that will tell you what it's looking at directly. But that does change. Good question. Good question. All right.
Ooh.
And are we going to talk about the cover pieces that are on there, like the brush and the Sirike?
Sure, we can do that. So if you hover over these and give them a second, they'll come up with a tooltip. These have an effect that happens when you're there. I will be reading them together with you. I know what one of them does. I know what the back one does. So the brush says at the start of the movement phase, if you are in a sector with a brush terrain, you may recycle a dodge card green from your hand to hide in the brush. If you do, place your miniature on the brush terrain token, your turn pauses, and play passes to the next player in player order. Then name a player who has not yet played at the turn this round. When that player has completed their turn, leave the brush and resume your turn. So brush allows you to delay your turn until someone else has set up a situation for you, which is kind of nifty. Sirike, oh yeah, this just says deal 1 more damage. When you play an attack card in your sequence, if there is a Sirike terrain in your sector, increase the damage that attack deals by your weapon level. All your weapons are level 1, so +1 damage. And last but not least is Beithanes. This heals you for 1. Oh, this heals you for equal to your weapon level if you're standing there at the start of your turn.
Oh.
The
Does it
two of
get
them are
used up or
passives.
does it stay?
No, they stay. That just
Oh.
stays there. It even stays there if the sector is set on fire. The fire goes out eventually, but nature prevails, I suppose. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you go again? Big dragon. Hunt.
Fight.
Void, indeed. Void in.
Get across the board and eat those mushrooms over there.
Oh no, Shinx is nibbling on things again. Brethren has some really good strategic advice. If you can't lose if you kill the monster before you die. That is entirely correct.
That's
That is
oh
entirely
my god. That's a wonderful tip.
That's-
Thank you. Thank you so much, brethren.
Thank you. I will say, I did lose the plot on one thing. Where is
Yeah, but
what was our health?
your
It's on the
health
armor,
is
right?
your armor, exactly. So you add your armor together, you should be at 9 health. You can track your health up here with your HP counter. If you ever take 9 damage, you go down. We track wounds. You know what? Yeah, you put it to 9 and then just count it down. That's probably better. You're right.
I love how our armor is our health, but we drink health potions to get our health back.
It's armor polish, but you drink it
It's
anyway.
armor polish.
Oh, well, it's not proper if it's not secreted with your sweat in the fires of battle.
Well, I'm leaving now. Nope,
It's the
nope, I'm
Manderville
leaving.
way.
Oh god. Now that I see
It's
them,
just really badly designed enchanted armor that gets damaged as you lose your stamina.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it's
no.
just a parasite and it's stealing our food.
Ah, yes, it's a symbiote. We're all secretly
Oh
venom.
my god, yeah.
uh,
My armor grows on my skin.
on the right side of your character, card, you have 2 more cards, just really quickly. The first one is your ability. This has a name. I forgot what it is. This starts unfocused. And it has a condition on it that is different based on who you're playing. I only know this guy because that's who Sarah played, but she didn't flip this. When you stun the monster, place a counter on this card. At the top, you see a number, and that is how many counters need to be on this card for the card to flip. You can look at the flip side of the card if you want to. Once you flipped it, unless it says otherwise, it just stays flipped, I reckon. But I've only played 1 character so far, so these are basically passives that you activate in order to do something. And then the card beneath that is a clarification card, really, for your type of character. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know why it starts on this side. Flip it to the other one. This explains what all your
Oh.
keywords do.
Hey, look, Molly.
Yeah, so every character has keywords that kind of apply to them a lot. Like, a lot of keywords don't apply to other characters. Not everyone gets all of them. There are many. Mastery card. Thank you, Sarah. It's a mastery card. So if you see a keyword on one of your cards, this will explain what that does and how to use it. If there's any questions, like, always feel free to ask. We'll figure it out. We will deal with it.
All right.
Right.
Well, all I know is I've angered a dragon. No idea who I am or why I'm
Just
here,
by
but I
existing.
must kill.
All right, everyone. Would you like to start the round then? Do we want to hunt a dragon?
I want to hunt a dragon.
Do you wanna hunt a dragon?
It does have to be this dragon.
Oh.
Okay,
All right.
fine.
So let's begin with the round. I'm going to be talking through this a lot, like I usually do. Apologies, everyone. Let's begin
Sarah, what have we
with.
told you about dating the dragons?
Do it somewhere else so they don't get angry at us. That's the problem. Okay, so consume. I reckon none of you want to drink your potion. The behavior refresh gets skipped on first go. However, the monster does get 3 struggle. And then we are handing over to... Oh, everyone draw 5 cards. Let's do that. Everyone shuffle your deck and draw 5 cards. You might want to shuffle first.
I forgot. How do you shuffle? Oh.
You can do it like this, or you
Those
can...
are my cards.
Oh,
Ferthan-
I
yeah.
have
All
my
right.
cards.
Hang
Ferthan,
on.
poach the monster, not your friendly player's cards. Here's your deck, like over there. You can hold your mouse over it and press R. No, Shinxie, no.
Oh, it's R. Oh no.
So if you take them, put them back there.
Yeah.
And then press R, and then hover over it and press 5 on your number row. There you go. That's your hand. The
yeah.
slots down here. I was just using that to elaborate. That's my bad. The slots down there is your sequence.
Okay.
That's where you play those cards too.
Oh, okay. So just keep them in my hand and wait to play them. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So you have 5 cards each. Let's begin. Do you want to cook this dragon? So, Hannah, let's begin with, would you like to move?
I
Take your
would.
time,
I'm
read your
trying
cards,
to figure
by
out
the
my
way.
cards.
Absolutely. Please do take your turn. I believe none of you can see each other's cards. I see everything.
All right. Well, I have an attack plan. The problem is
Okay.
I don't know what the rest of my turn is. How the hell does blocking even work?
Blocking.
What were the?
You mean the symbols? You just play these
Yeah.
cards, and then at the end of your turn, it will check, like you will flip an attrition card, and it will then say a random number, anywhere from 0 to 3, and it just asks you, hey, have you played that many cards this turn? Or less, or more than that. It's a bit of a guessing game. Right now, the monster's behavior, by the way... Oh, I should probably shuffle this quick. This is something that hopefully works over time, because right now it isn't. Let's do this one later. Go. So right now... now it works. Wonderful. No, it didn't. Why does it refuse to update correctly? Why is it so mean? Right now, the monster will react on playing a blue. It will react... Oh god, I don't know what the symbol is. This is when anything else happens, right? So this is an additional attack after anything else happens, and it will react on a red.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that when it says mastery is focused, that means it's flipped over.
Yes, that's exactly what that means.
So if I were to move, does that
Mhm.
count as? If I were to move using a blue card, does that count towards his reaction?
No, you'd be discarding
no.
the blue card for cost.
Okay. So discard this blue.
Yeah, just discard
Right?
them face up. Yep. So you can now move a tile.
To slide. Which one's my guy? Lionar.
There you
I
are.
will go over here.
Okay.
I'll go hang out with the bush. I think that would be a pleasant decision. And then
Now you're no longer in the
the
exposed
top left.
area.
The top left is the cost I have to pay to use something, right? To put
Yes.
it down as my attack sequence.
Yes.
Well, this one says 0.
Yeah.
And I
hold
would
on. I
like
need
to.
to immediately read up on something real quick. Because I don't know whether red cards don't do damage when you're not in the zone, or whether you can't play them at all when you're not in the zone.
Okay.
I need to
If not,
find-
even just moving is good enough for me.
Let's go find. I don't even know where to find
Or-
that.
I suppose, did I... This is a question of running the game, does my turn end when I attack?
No, it does
Oh,
not.
could I have attacked first?
No, movement happens before attacks, though.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. That actually, that does
That
help.
card can only be played if you're in a sector on one of the monster's exposed sides. You need
Alright,
to
that's
be
still
in red sector in order to play
That is still fine.
Mhm.
I am perfectly okay to end my turn like this.
Okay.
I have just turned the monster, so it's not facing y'all.
So in that case, the monster like does nothing. We go to attrition. So I'm gonna flip one of the attrition cards. 1, you have not played a shield, so you take 1 attrition damage.
Okay.
Then you draw 1 card. You draw back up to the hand limit of 5. And
Wonderful.
it now looks at you. And then we move over to Shinxie.
Yay! Okay.
I have a question. Do you
Yep.
plan to do damage, Shinxie?
I don't have a single damage card on me.
What if I told you I might be able to fix that?
I do have a draw 1 card thing in my hand. So, I mean,
so I want you to go hard for me. Just do this for me. At
Yeah, I'll
any
do it.
point, I may discard this card to use assist. You may perform an assist by discarding a card with the keyword assist from your hand. If you do, the active player draws 1.
Oh, can I draw 1 even if I have 5 in my hand?
I think so.
Okay, okay.
Just gotta say yes.
All right, and it's probably like one of those things at the end of my hand. Maybe I have to discard until I have 5. Maybe.
I don't think so. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you
Oh,
can't draw up to draw above 5.
maybe.
Sarah brings up a good point. If you end your turn with 2 or more cards left in hand, you get a stamina token. This is a single token that you can use next turn to pay for something. It's basically like a free blip that you get to use. Forgot about these entirely.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I have 6, so that's up to you what you want me to do
Let's
here.
just
I mean, I
let's
could
just play it
say-
like discard down
So-
to 5 if we'll just do it like
Okay,
that.
okay. All right, let's see. You may pay 2 stamina to increase the damage this attack deals by 6.
So this symbol means 6 times your weapon level. If your weapon level wasn't 1, this would be a lot. But well, it's still a lot. 6 is still crazy. But yeah.
So I could just like get rid of 2 cards here, and like that would be how I pay for this.
In order to play this, however, you need to be in one of the monster's exposed areas. So you need to be in front or behind it. So the first question is, would you like to move?
Yes.
In that case, you need to do, like pay 1 stamina in order to move a tile, and then pick the tile you want to move to.
This is the cost of each if I won this turn. So like, I could just like, so like I'd be like spending this to like move once.
Yeah, and you just discard it there. You can discard them face up.
Leave it up. Okay.
Yeah, and then
And
left or right.
I will go. I'm gonna go to the back. I want to see.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go back there. I'm sure it's
Alright.
fine. Okay, so I want to do my heavy arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I can put it down like the sequence thing, or
Yeah, exactly. That's where you play cards. So now you need to pay 1 for it to play it, and you just discard that
Pay
for
1.
its play cost. And then you can pay 2 more to increase the damage this deals back.
I have to pay 1 to play it.
Yes, the cost
Wait,
of the
but
card is
I
on the top left.
Oh wait, that's right. This is that other thing.
That
Okay.
was for movement.
So 1 to play it.
Just discard the cost for like the ones that you pay with.
Oh,
You just
discard them.
discard them. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, discard
That's
them.
1.
And another one. Wait, the next time you play that this turn, draw 1. No, when you discard this card from your hand, draw 1. So like, and then I can pay this one too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
I
you
get to
need
draw
1
one
more.
more as well.
Mhm.
Ooh. Draw 2. As draw when this card is the top card of your discard pile, cancels with that, and your sequence for the attrition check. So, what does this mean?
This would mean that if you discard it, if it's on the top of your pile, at the end of your turn, it checks, hey, how many of these shield symbols have you played? The thing that Hannah just did, where she took 1 damage from.
Okay.
And this counts as 1 even if it's just sitting there in your discard.
Oh, even if it's just sitting there? Okay.
Yes.
So I don't need to play this, right?
No, you could discard it for the remaining cost of Heavy Arrow, and then it
Yeah.
would still count as long as you don't discard anything else on top of it.
All right. And I
Right.
think that's it. And I'll do that attack.
So, Heavy Arrow.
Great.
You now, you've played a red card, so the first thing that happens is you deal your weapons damage, which is 2.
Hey.
You also,
Sweet.
on your weapon, it says when you play a red attack, volley 1. I have no idea what that means. Volley 1 means you may discard X cards from the top of your deck and deal damage to the monster equal to your weapon level for each offensive card discarded this way. Would you like to discard the top card of your deck in order to do that?
Yes.
Then let's see what the top card is.
Ah.
That is an offensive
yeah.
card. That
Let's
does 1 more
go.
damage. Wonderful.
Heck
So
yeah.
that's going to 3 damage. And then because you
Mhm.
paid for the extra on Heavy Arrow, that goes to 9 damage.
Let's go.
And because I started the attack plan, it goes to 10 damage, while this card is the
Ooh.
top card of your discard pile. Any damage dealt to the monster by any source is increased by 1 weapon level.
And also,
Nice.
because you're standing on the Cave, this also goes up by 1 weapon level damage.
Let's go.
So this is 11 damage.
Big number go up.
So, that is 11
We
damage.
have already broken the game.
I love
You need
it.
to do 6 damage per wound. So we're going to take 6 of those points of damage. And there's the first wound
Woo!
on the monster.
Let's go.
Boom. A scale
Boom.
cracks. And now, because you've activated a red card, 2 things happen. First of all,
Alright.
on your card, in the top right, you see this like red dragon skull on the top right of your card.
Yes.
You have aggro.
All right.
And now we flip the red reaction. Blazing Assault. The active player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. You suffer monster level damage if you don't discard a shield that way. So the
That's
top
considered a
3
behavior card, correct?
Ooh.
That is a behavior card, correct.
Okay, then I would like to do something.
Oh, what do you got?
Okay, so I can move immediately without paying any
Yes.
stamina cost.
Absolutely. Where would you like to
Ooh,
move?
nice.
Also going there. Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
So, Shinxie, the top 3 cards of your deck
Alright.
into the trash, please. Does the damage spill over? It does, actually. The damage absolutely spills over. We keep track of it on that counter. Every time it reaches 6, we consume 6. And then it takes a wound. Okay, wonderful. So you discarded a shield. You don't take damage. However, this card says, to struggle, repeat the base ability effect of this card. So the monster's struggle goes down by 2. And then discard 3 more, please.
So, wait, when the cards have discard effects, that doesn't count for this, does it?
And no, this is not discarded.
Okay. All right. Bam.
Is it? It says the active player discards the top 3 cards. I guess this is discarding.
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know if I pulled anything. Maybe like one of the earlier
Oh,
ones. But
it says from
Then-
your hand, though. I think most of them say
Oh,
from your hand
yeah.
for this exact reason.
Let's
yeah,
make
that
sure real
makes
quick.
sense.
Let's make sure real quick. Yeah, they do say from your hand. Okay, that's interesting to know, though. I didn't even think about that. So you didn't discard a shield in that, which means you will now take 1 damage, please.
All right.
Up top here, -1.
My shoe.
I believe your ability is to empty your deck, so it's not even. Never mind. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
That wasn't too
So,
bad.
The
What do I do
other,
with
the other thing
this?
is flamethrower. Place a fire terrain in the front sector.
Well, I have
Um,
a strange
Oh.
question about that.
Yeah?
That sounds bad considering my friends are there.
Yeah.
So, no, you're looking at me, and I'm blocking the fire real quick.
You may discard this card from your hand to cancel the effects of that behavior card and confuse the monster. First of all, that's where you are. So right now it's doing that at you. It hasn't turned yet. But yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
fair.
So you cancel that. That means I also don't get to do damage to you afterwards from the flamethrower effect. These just go away. And yeah, I think that's that. I believe
All right.
that is that.
I'm sorry I
ass-
can't buff your damage, Ferthan, but the fire sounded bad.
It's fine. I probably don't need the damage buff because I'm not the damage dealer.
Brevin, thank you for the hydrate. Everyone drink!
Let's go.
What?
I'm making this your problem too, I'm sorry.
Hydrate.
So,
This just goes
thanks.
to discard, right?
Absolutely. So discard. No, first we are going to draw an attrition card for you.
Oh yeah.
You have not played a shield, so you take 1 damage.
All right. And bam.
And now, we're going to go through the rest of the sequence. So discard all cards from your sequence, then draw up to your hand maximum of 5. So draw 3 more cards. You can just press the number 3 while you're hovering over the deck. Like the number is
Oh,
just how
yeah.
many cards you draw. And then it does that automatically. You don't have to, but tabletop sim. And then the monster turns to whoever has aggro. It smells you. And Ferthan, it's your
No.
turn.
Okay. So I'm not going to move because I'm already where I want to be.
Mhm.
So I guess I can start playing actions.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Knockout.
All right, and then I will discard. So it costs 2, so I'm going to discard this one.
Mhm. So that it doesn't react to any of that. So that is 2 damage from the hammer just going in, right? Is that your choose your weapon
And
damage?
yep.
Okay.
And then the monster is stunned.
Nice.
So first it takes a wound. It goes down to 8. And I believe that symbol is the next time you play a red, it stuns the monster.
When you stun a monster, place a corresponding stun token on a behavior card that is in
No,
play.
like
That
you see
card
how
cannot-
knockout says red down? I believe that says the next time you play a red. I
Oh.
think that's what that means.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, see here, you can trigger the ability if the previous card in your sequence isn't it. Oh no, the previous card needed to be a red for this to trigger the stun.
Oh, okay, then maybe I don't want to play that.
Yeah, if
Alright.
you want to take that back, that's fine. We can do that. Let me rewind this.
And that has to be like his red card. Like we can't do a red card as our last move, right? Okay.
No, it needs to be in his sequence.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know what I want to do then. Maybe I just don't do anything? Is that an option?
That is absolutely an option. Yeah. You could also just hit it for the 2, or you can wait, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna draw a card to end my turn.
Okay, so attrition phase. You will oh, 0! You're fine. You don't take attrition. No fight.
Nice.
Nice.
So draw a card to up your hand size. And then the monster turns to the aggro player. It's already looking at the aggro player. You are now threatened because you didn't move. And you gain a stamina blippy. Shinxie, you also gained a stamina blip at the end of the turn.
Oh,
Hooray.
I just didn't say anything about that, sorry. Okay. Then we end the round. And now we start. That was the first round. You made it through an entire round. And
Guys,
no
we
one's dead
lived.
yet.
No one died.
No one died. Someone
So-
almost got set on fire, but we didn't.
Now the question is, would any of you like to drink your potion? It currently heals for 4. No one?
No, I'm gonna hoard
Okay.
it.
So, monster upkeep. The monster at the beginning of a round takes the lowest value card. You see all these cards have like a number on the bottom left? It takes like the lowest threatening one, discards it, and replaces it with the next card from the deck. In this case, we upgraded a 1 to a 2, so we did really well there. That's not much. And then it gains 3 struggle. It goes to 4. And the player with aggro now begins the round. Shinx, that is you.
Hi.
It is looking at
Okay.
you. Would you like to move?
I really want to attack it. Wait, what happens if I like go into stealth while I hold aggro? Does that like do anything?
I don't know how stealth works. That's
Yeah.
a good question. Because
It means I don't trigger reactions, but if it's aggro on me.
That doesn't influence anything. Like, you still have aggro.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like scanning for you, looking for you, and the
Yeah.
second it spots you, it's gonna jump. But no, you can do that.
I mean, I do have a health potion.
Right
but then
now,
I'm threatened, and that just gets worse.
Does this work? No, these don't update. That's so weird. So right now it triggers on blue, on red, and if anyone starts their turn in its tail section. Like, normally these up top here are
Alright.
supposed to update, but they are really not.
I will spend to move.
Remember, you also have your stamina token that you can use.
Oh yeah, that's
to
true.
discard.
Yeah. I can't move after attacking, right?
No, you cannot.
Yeah. I'll move. And I'll use a stamina token, might as well.
There we go.
And oh yeah, and I'll go up here and yeah. I'll get 1 healing from that plant, right?
That's at the start of your turn. So at the start of your
As a
next
start?
turn,
Okay.
you'll heal.
Alright.
You'll start healing then.
And then I can't hit it from the side, right? I have to be in like it's red spots.
You can't play red cards right now, but you can play anything else.
Oh, whoops. It's
Bonus points if they do damage.
They probably
That's
won't.
this
Like, those
turn.
are the red cards.
Asian draw 2. Next time you draw. Discard that's card of your discard pile. Draw 2 at the start of your turn. Actually, I'll spend to use this. Wait, if that's at the top of my turn. Wait, I have to discard first anyway. Never mind. I want that at the top of my deck. Draw 2, draw 2. I mean, these do the same thing, but this is a 2 cost. So can I like just like drop that there so I can like put this on the top of my deck, basically?
You can't just discard cards. No, you need to use them for, like, to pay for something.
Yeah, like if I use that to pay for this one.
You can't play Precision Draw because you're not in one of the focus points.
Oh,
And even
I was
if you
hoping I
were
could
to
just,
play it,
like,
you need to put it into
use
sequence.
it. Yeah. Okay. Nah, I guess that's it. I'll move out of the way.
Mind you, this thing has assist on it, so like on another player's turn, you can just discard it to make them draw a card.
Oh, okay. I see. So I can like just like use it like whenever it's somebody else's turn?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the assist
Okay.
keyword does. And then they draw
Yeah,
a card,
and then they get
and
2
this is the
cards.
top.
Yeah.
You like, it is going to
Awesome.
check for attrition for you in a second to see whether it does damage to you if you don't play
Yeah.
anything.
Ooh. Okay. I will just do next time you play that card this turn, draw 1. I don't have to spend for it.
This costs
Okay.
nothing. You can play this for free.
Oh, that's true. You're right. This one? Yeah.
Yep. And cards you play go into your sequence.
Play that for free. And there we go.
So that will reduce its struggle by 1. This is a blue card. So it goes down to 3.
Okay. Draw 1. Well, I can't do that then. So I could just like do that.
Yeah. That
Okay,
doesn't.
yeah, let's
That's
do
not
that.
a shield card, so it's not going to do anything for attrition.
Yeah. So like I could do like that. Oh wait.
Yep. You
Okay.
can play that, and that costs 1, so you have to discard 1 card for it.
Discard 1. This is a 2 cost, so I just kind of like discard that one. Like I can do that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
So draw one.
And yeah. Backflip. Okay, you can only play this card after that. The next time you refill your hand, draw one. Okay. So yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So you get a stamina token. You have more than 2 cards in
Sweet.
hand. We'll flip attrition. You've played a shield. You don't take attrition damage this turn.
Let's go.
There you go. Prevented. Monster's still
yeah.
looking at who's got. Oh no, you've got aggro. Now it's
I have
looking at you.
aggro.
It turns to you.
Hello.
Draw 2 cards, and then it's Ferthan's turn.
Oh.
Okay. I am going to spend my stamina token to move.
Absolutely. Would you like to go?
I will move to its front again.
All right, all right. Oh, I see. I made a mistake. Damn it. We'll fix
And
that.
then I am going to what is a strain token?
I have no idea. It's this. I don't know what that does. Oh, next turn you draw 1 less card.
Oh.
I think that's what that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. So I'm
Okay.
going to discard that and get a strain token.
What do you do with the 3 stamina?
I will play concussion.
Oh. Well, that's
Huh.
big. Okay, so not only does that remove its struggle by 1, but you also stun the monster. So stun means you get to put this on
What?
one of the reactions and basically lock that reaction out. Which reaction would you like
And
to stun?
also, hang on. If I'm in the front sector, it increases the struggle. The maneuver moves by 1.
Oh, wonderful. So it goes down to 1.
So, yep. And so I need to choose one of these, you said?
Yep. And you get a token on your ability as well. You now have a counter on there. And then one of these, mind you, it is going to do this in a second, unless you stun that part.
Yeah, I will stun that part.
Right. Done. I believe that's how that
Nice.
works.
Let's go. Hey, get concussed.
Oh, and then choose a player who reveals up to 2 attack cards from their hand and deals their weapon damage to the monster for each card revealed this way. Fuck.
Yeah. Anyone have 2 attack cards?
I do.
So what is it asking me to do?
Reveal them.
So I can choose one of you to reveal 2 of your attack cards. So if you only have 1 attack card, I
I
probably
have
don't want to
2
choose
attack cards.
Okay.
I reveal
I'll
them?
choose.
Do I lose
Well, hang on.
No,
Hang on.
you
Hang
keep
on.
them.
I'll choose Shinxie though, because I think
Oh.
Shinxie's attacks do more damage.
These ones.
They
I
do the
mean,
same.
I guess you chose me. I can't tell you that mine weren't too good for like.
Oh, well.
Do you want to? Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
well,
like these are
you
the
can
2
go
that I
ahead,
have
bro.
over here.
That's just what? This is player
We'll
reveals up to
suffer the
2 attack
consequences of our
cards.
action.
Deals their weapon damage to the monster for each card revealed. Yeah, no, this just takes 4 damage now. Yeah, I guess.
Let's go.
Oh,
So it takes 4. It loses a wound, and that's it.
Nice.
neat.
Yeah, and you don't even have to discard them. You just have to
Nope.
reveal them. So
You get
It
to
just
keep
reveals.
them.
you get to keep
Nice.
them.
All right. Anything else you would like to do first? That was cool.
No, I don't think that there's
Craig!
anything.
Craig, thank you for the gift sub. What the hell?
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
baby.
Oh,
Good boy, Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
dang, 213 gifted.
It's insane. Like, I've told Craig about this like so many times. Like that number is monstrous, absolutely monstrous.
Okay. Let's see here. So I'm no longer threatened, right? Since I moved.
Yes, absolutely. Your threatened token is gone.
Awesome. And then, so that's all the actions I'm going to take. So I guess I'll go ahead and discard my.
Absolutely. And I'm going to draw an attrition card for you. It is 1. You didn't play a shield, so you take 1 damage.
Wait,
Womp.
I can fix that
Oh,
because I
Oh,
can
what you got?
help. I got this. Wait, is that
This
the right
stuff
one?
is to prevent that damage. Yeah, that absolutely does it.
Let's go.
nice.
All right, you don't take 1 damage.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny to me. Thank you, Shinxie. You're gonna see why in a second.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay. So strain token means I will only draw 1.
Yes, only drop to 4.
Okay. Is there anything else that the monster does, or since it's stunned, it doesn't have any reactions?
It
Cool.
looks at its threat level, and that is it. Nothing else.
Hmm.
All right, Hannah, what you got?
Oh, this is
Oh,
gonna
and
be really funny.
do I get a stamina token?
Yes, because you have more than 2 cards in your hand by the end of the turn.
Sorry, I'm being a needy boy.
Nah.
Of course, of course. So I have to move. Can we use stamina for that?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you can.
Wonderful. I mean, either way, I'm spending out my hand. I'm gonna slide into its distracted zone. Hang out by the tail.
Guys, I
Mhm.
got a
and then-
big turn next round. If you guys can position it in front of me, or keep it
Okay.
positioned in front of me.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, it's gonna be real upset. I'm discarding 2 cards to be able to afford the cost of concentrated attack. So, Shinxie, before we started, you asked if you'd have to do arithmetic. What's your opinion on counting? I
Oh,
need you to
no.
read your discard pile for me and count all the red cards.
Yeah, there's like a way to like view my whole like discard, right? Or do I have to
Right
pull them
click
out?
and search. If you right click the stack and then press the search
Oh.
button, it shows you all of them. There's only 16 cards in that pile.
Uh-huh.
What? Wait, all my attack cards?
All the red cards specifically.
Oh, the red ones specifically. I have 4.
Okay. So, I increase the damage this attack deals by 1 weapon for each red card in your discard pile.
Uh-huh.
So this attack does 6 damage. If it inflicts a wound, inflict vulnerable as well.
This does inflict a wound.
Vulnerable says while the monster's vulnerable, when you or another player deal damage to the monster, you may discard the vulnerable token to double that damage. At the end of the
Oh.
round, if still in play, remove the vulnerable token from the monster board. Unfortunately, I can't do any more damage.
So, also unfortunately, this is now pushing it into stage 2.
Hmm.
I forgot how to fuck with it. There was like a button to... Sarah! Where was the button to make this thing go next phase? Was there even a button, or is it just... There might not have been a button, it might just be a state-based thing. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
So, it switches to next phase. It gains a bunch of struggle. Its ability changes to Wall of Flames. So now you see that the struggle zones have changed mildly. The exposed zones have changed ever so slightly.
Mhm.
It gains 3 struggle. It now needs 3 damage per wound per player. So now you need to do 9 for it to lose a wound. It still only does 1 damage.
Ooh.
And its new ability is when a behavior card with the Firestorm keyword is revealed, immediately place a fire terrain in the front sector. Alright? That's it.
Okay, okay. And the front sector is supposed to not be one of the red spots?
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh, I do
Oh,
not like
boy.
these attack sectors anymore.
Oh gosh.
Don't
I'm
worry,
so
don't worry.
sorry.
Hannah, you drew aggro. If you click the funny little aggro button.
Yeah.
There you
Also, it popped up in
Yay.
chat and said
Yes.
that all players discard the top 3 cards in their deck?
Apparently, yes.
Okay, we
Apparently
discard
that
the top
happens.
3.
I
No, wait,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no.
why.
Yeah, no. It's got the top 3 cards of the deck. I don't know why either. I don't know.
This works for me.
Yeah, miss, I need to empty my deck.
I'm supposed to be playing combos, and yet I've only played 1 card a turn. So like,
Alright.
we good to end my turn then?
Yeah, absolutely. So discarding sequence, draw cards up to hand size, and the dragon looks at you.
Hi. Did you
There we go.
miss me?
Okay,
Does
You
it?
think it perhaps just wants to be friends and this is its mating ritual?
What was the damage?
1.
Maybe-
You take
maybe
1
you're
That
attrition.
would
Right.
miss.
That would miss.
Concentrated attack was the only thing on the thing.
Yeah,
Or is it
and it wants a
one
shield.
shield?
Like these always want shield
Oh, okay.
tokens. There's nothing else in there. So you take 1
Okay.
damage.
Wonderful. That's
All right. So, new round, new round. Once again, would anyone like to drink a potion? It still heals 4 right now. No one?
Hmm,
No
Good.
one?
I'm
Fine.
good.
Then it is going to discard this red reaction, or this at end of a round reaction.
Ooh.
The vulnerable token goes away. And it is going to gain 3 struggle, which it now has 7 of.
Oh gosh.
What did
If this
those do
gets-
again?
Some of its abilities consume these for bonus effects, and if it ever gets to 3 times the player number, so 9, it is going to hit all of you for its damage value.
Oh,
That sounds bad.
Oh yeah.
Also, I get to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
this mushroom now, right?
what?
What?
What are you
the start of-
finding under the table?
Oh wait, that's
At
the start of my
start
turn.
it's the start of your turn, exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, wait.
so that's the monster. It is now going to react to blue, end of round, and if anyone starts on its tail, and Hannah, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Huh.
Finding a chair to
Sorry, I
make
just got
stinky.
an entire hand all at once.
I'm gonna step away for just a sec while it's hits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like it when Hannah's here because she's really good at like planning and figuring things out. Whereas I do like 1 or 2 things, but you're so good at like being like the combo person or like the thought through person. I love it.
What? Wait, hold on. Don't put that voodoo on me. I'm bad at these things.
You're way better than I am.
You're all doing fine. You're all doing fine. No one's
Ooh.
dead
Aw.
yet. That's the important part.
No,
The
that is
monster might
true.
be mildly angry, but you know.
He'll be the dead one soon.
Way to put the
Maybe-
pressure on, right?
Thanks for the carry, Hannah. Appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. Don't. No. 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 We're fine. Oh, this is such a weird hand, and I don't like it. Which ones
Let
are
me-
blocks? Is it yellow?
Yes.
Oh, this is...
Okay, fine. I give up. I will
I've
learn
got
the
it.
names of the 4 color cards. Dodge is green, parry is yellow, attack is
Oh.
red, and maneuver is blue. There. I've done minimum effort work.
Thank you.
I have returned.
Welcome back. Also, Sarah looked it up. You can go above 5 cards. You only discard down if you're over 5 during the draw step. Thank you, Sarah. Ruled
Oh.
correctly. Boom. Sheer instinct.
Let's go.
Parry is yellow. You remember this because the muzzle flash is yellow. Parry, that's filthy casual. Hi, Milo.
Right. This is very weird. And I
Let me make it
don't
weirder.
like it. That's
First question, would you like to move?
Hold on. So, I'm doing math.
Mhm.
I'm doing math, okay?
What?
Everyone
Something
stand back.
careless.
Hannah's doing math.
Oh crap! I believe.
Milo! Speaking of parry this, thank you for the 29, Milo. How you doing? Thank you very much.
Dang, 29?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hell yeah!
Time fucking
dang.
flies. I met this goober yesterday. Like, what the fuck? Hannah's doing math. Shinx is doing mushrooms. What's Ferthan doing?
Good question.
According to the pre-stream setup, Ferthan is blinking, but that's a different problem. Ferthan's being
Discard
awesome.
this.
Yeah.
That's true for this being awesome.
2 stamina lets me move, right? I can move and add 1 to
No.
something.
No, you can't.
No?
You can only pay like stamina cost doesn't split over. But you do have a stamina token.
see.
If that's what you want to use for.
I should not have a stamina token.
Why not?
It was spent last turn.
Yeah, but you ended with more than 2. Oh no, you didn't have any.
I ended
in
with
hand.
0.
Never mind. You don't have a stamina token. You are exhausted, tired,
Okay.
coming home from work.
That's still fine.
Coming home from work doesn't really mean anything for me because I'm already here.
Yeah, same.
That does mean something different.
Yeah.
Like remember in the olden days when he came home exhausted from work and all you wanted was like a pair of warm house shoes and a can of Spam. I don't know. Like I never did that really.
Huh?
That's
I will
relatable,
admit
right?
I've never had a can of Spam either.
Heals on 1.
You never just come
What?
home and have a good old spamwich?
Spamwich.
Spamwich. Let's go. Spam is actually
I
really
want a
cool if you prepare it
Spamwich
correctly.
now.
There's like a lot of things you can do with it. Like it gets a bad rep, but well, it gets a bad rep like here, but like you can do a lot with it.
It's really good if it's fried.
I have
Yes.
it in the house. I could try it.
Fried up, you can make sushi out of it. Like that's not a joke.
I was
Spam
gonna
not a-
say spam masubi is a thing. You just
Yeah.
need to get some rice and some of the nori paper or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
Okay,
then
okay. And
yeah.
just shove it together and eat it. I can do that.
Yeah.
Big recommend.
I'll
Sorry, my
definitely
brain
do
is
that.
I can hear the gears turning, and this isn't an easy sequence.
This is a frustrating
Yeah.
set of cards. To be clear, they accomplish a whole lot of something with 1 more stamina and nothing at the stamina I have.
Maybe one of your
Oh,
hunters has
this-
like your
Wait,
fellow hunters has
yeah,
like a card that
I
can help.
do. This
Oh,
lets them
do-
draw 2, right?
Draw 1.
that would-
Draw 1.
Yep. Yep.
That
Here,
would
you wanna draw an
change
extra
this
card?
hand.
You
Please.
Here you go.
do you need like an extra stamina to play a card? Are you like do you not have enough stamina?
Pretty much.
Okay, because
I'm
I can
locked.
give you 1 stamina if you pay the cost of a card. So if you
1
sequence
stamina?
it to where you can pay the cost of one of your cards, then I can reduce the cost by one of another
I
card.
think that's just the way that works is just if they go to pay the cost of a card. So if like she tries to pay for something, you
Oh.
could just say here, have 1.
Okay,
I'm
well then
see.
I can do that if you would like.
That's still fine. At drawing 1 card, this is way more doable.
Okay, well then I'll let you just draw the card because that interferes with my plans less.
So discard 1 to be able to move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to do damage so much as I need to exist. We'll
Mhm.
discard these 2. You and you in order to. I'm glad that went in the right deck. To be able to start my attack sequence on last breath. And then follow it by discarding Stamina Surge. This is to pay for a red, so it generates 2.
Hold up. Let's resolve this card first, shall we?
Oh, we don't.
Let's do this
we
one
don't do
first.
the whole sequence.
No, we do them
I'm
one at a
sorry.
time. So last breath says resilience, which is something I haven't read yet. After you suffer damage, you may reveal a card with the keyword resilience from your hand to draw 1. Got it? Deal damage to the monster equal to the damage you currently sustain, which I believe is 2. So
Correct.
this idiot takes 2 damage. He doesn't react to yellow, so keep going.
Well, we discard the stamina search for 2 energy because it's paying for a red card.
I see. Yeah, cool.
This is played in sequence yellow to red, or well, yellow to this card, so it removes 2 struggle.
It does do that. Down
And
by
then
2.
does my damage, I think, because it's
It,
red.
it absolutely does. So the monster takes an additional 2 damage. It goes to 7 out of the 9 for the next wound. You've also now played a yellow and a red in sequence, which means, because of Shield Master, you can put a token on this. I don't know what tokens they use. We use stamina tokens over here. So 1 out of 3 to activate. Also, your Sword and Shield has a symbol on it that says, when you play a yellow, remove a struggle. So this happens on the first one you play. It just does that.
Wonderful. Shinxie, thank you. That hand was bricked. It was very real that I was going to play 1 card to move and do nothing.
You have now successfully drawn aggro again. So let's go do attrition. You have not played 2 shields, so you take 1 damage.
Long way.
Then draw cards up to your hand limit. The monster turns to face you. And we go over to Shinx.
Yay!
Your turn.
Oh wait, I was supposed to draw my cards, right? Yeah.
No.
I emptied my deck.
No.
No.
You draw at the end of your turn.
Okay. All right. So I don't have aggro. We're not facing the tail anymore, but do I want to take threat?
I don't think any of your cards take threat right now. It's only when the top right is filled in red, then that card makes you take threat.
No, I'm doing aggro if I don't move.
Sarah says me remembering turns in this game where I don't even move. I just go, okay, turn starts, I'm done. Yeah, sometimes that happens, right? Like, you obviously don't want that to happen, but sometimes that's just the way it works.
Next card you play in the sequence gains stealth. I don't really have anything I need to give stealth to. I don't know what to do with this hand.
Well, would you like
Wait,
to move first? Let's ask that question.
Yeah, like I don't know if I want to be at the tail though. I guess I could be where Hannah is.
Oh. You also heal 1 at the start of your turn from the mushroom, from eating mushrooms.
My mushroom. Let's go.
Nice.
I don't want to stand there or there. And a behavior card with firestorm is revealed to me. You know what? It's probably fine if I stand. No. I'll go with Hannah.
What?
Okay.
Hi. I didn't want to go behind it because it's gonna do its tail thing, right? Or is
The
its
tail thing is
like,
only
a
if you
reaction?
start your turn there.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
you're
thank God.
safe
Yeah,
from that.
I'll stand behind it.
Okay. So that's the stamina
Yeah,
token?
cool. Yeah.
All right.
Died. I don't think I can do anything. Wait, search your discard pile for that and add it to your hand. You can only play this card after that. Recycle 1. The next time you play in your sequence gains stealth. I don't have a sequence or anything to do stealth too. But I feel like I should at least spend something, right? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a 0 cost one, right?
Yes, but you can't play it because you can only play this after you play a red.
Oh, that's true. I could do this yellow one, right?
Absolutely.
Wait, what's the... Okay, that's a blue card. I couldn't remember if it was like the... Yeah. I will do that.
Mm-hmm. A1.
Search your discard pile for pay 1. I will pay... Recycle 1 your next standing sequence gains stealth. What does recycle 1 mean? Oh,
When
wait,
you're
recycle
instructed to
means you pull it from
recycle,
the deck.
no, when
Yeah.
you're instructed to recycle, you can discard that many cards from your hand to draw that many cards.
Oh, okay.
But that's
Search
only
your
when you
discard
play
pile.
it into a sequence, so that doesn't matter, right? So now find a green card in your discard pile to add to your hand.
I get to take any of them. Oh, boy. It's... that's that card all over again. Uh, what does this mean again? When it's like the down arrow and then the card color?
It
Down
means
arrow.
if the previous card you played is that color, then you can activate the effect.
This is the other way
Uh,
around. This is the other way
yeah.
around. So this card goes down, and then if you play a blue after it, it does that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just take it in my hand. All right.
Oh,
Let's
down
just-
arrow is if you play that color after it?
I think it's
so.
the order that it's in.
Down arrow is this card.
Yeah. So for your cards, they say like card color then down arrow for knockout. So if the previous card was red, and this one comes down, and then this one is if this one's come down, the next one's blue, then I don't know how you resolve that in sequence. That feels
okay.
weird, but I guess.
All right. So I spent to move and I did that. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah. But
Oh.
wait. Oh wait.
Yes.
No wait, I was getting ahead of myself.
Okay. So attrition card.
Hmm?
That is 2, so you do take 1 damage.
Take
You
one?
only
Okay.
played 1.
Mm,
And then that doesn't end the damage taking today. So draw cards to refill your hand. There's only 1 card left in your deck. So now you
Yep.
reshuffle your draw pile, your discard pile. However, you take your weapon level in damage.
Oh,
Like,
I do?
You ran out of arrows, so you hit yourself in the head with your bow in confusion.
Ah, dang it. Ow.
Jinx hurt
Then
herself in
Oh.
confusion.
and draw
Reach
2
into
more.
quiver. Let's go gambling.
Draw
Oh,
two
dang
more.
it.
Draws the entire quiver. And you also get to flip your ultimate shot because you emptied your deck.
Let's go.
Boom.
Ooh.
So now, start volley 2? What do you mean, start volley 2? I suppose.
Sweet.
So turn start, you get to volley 2 if you want to. And when you empty
Okay,
your
okay.
deck, you just deal 5.
Nice.
Oh, that's a really fucking cool card. What the hell?
Let's
Nifty.
go.
Oof.
I like that.
cool.
I like that a lot. I like how it
Alright.
works.
And Hannah still
Alright.
has aggro. Ferthan!
Sweet.
It's your turn.
Okie
What would you like to do?
dokie. I am not going to move. And I am going to first. Gonna discard tackle and play my stamina token.
Mm-hmm.
And play frontal assault.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to give Hannah a card since she has expressed a need to have more cards for combos.
Wait, what? Hi. Oh.
You get
Thank
1
you.
card.
And you also deal
Alright.
your weapon damage to it. It takes 2 damage,
Yes.
which brings it to a throreshold. So it goes down to 6 wounds remaining. Shrieks in
boy.
pain. Well done.
Okay.
Rolls the bow at enemy.
So I'm going to play another card.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the stun.
And now I do get to stun
Ooh.
it with knockout. So I discarded stamina boost. My mastery's not in play yet, so I don't get 4 stamina, but I don't need 4 stamina, I only need 2. So yeah, I
Absolutely.
deal 2 more damage and
Yeah.
stun it.
Which part would you like to stun? There's a blue, an end of turn, and a start of tail reaction.
Start of turn?
A tail. That's tail. If anyone starts their turn at the tail, that happens. Would you like to stun that one?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that part.
All right. And that's...
And then I get to choose a player to reveal 2 attack cards, so I'll choose Hannah.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
Okay, I choose
I
Shinx.
don't have any.
your
Live
ability
blood.
flips over. That's the important thing.
Ooh.
Now-
Let's go.
Whenever you play a blue card, you just do 2 damage to the thing, and if you play blue, red, red, you stun it in addition.
Yo.
My God.
Let's go. Easy. This thing's gonna be so
Easy clap.
concussed.
Not bad at all. Let's check for attrition. Your attrition card is 2, so you do take 1 damage. And you didn't pull aggro, did you? No, you didn't. Hannah still has
There's
aggro.
no way that those
Oh,
don't cause
no.
aggro. Are you fucking serious? No, they don't.
They don't.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
All right. So
And drop to 5.
yes, drop to 5. Your strain token's gone. So. Absolutely. So at the end of the round, it is going to flip this aggression. Each player in the front sector must either immediately move or suffer 1 damage.
Oof.
What does it cost me to move?
You have to pay 1. You just have to pay the stamina for it, I believe.
So just a normal discard to pay stamina?
So?
I'll just take the 3.
Oh, that's really funny. I have this card.
Would you take
I
the
have this
3?
card. When I discard, I draw
Wait,
1.
Hold up. What do you mean, Ferthan? You take 3?
You said if I don't move, I take 3 damage, right?
No, you just suffer damage, but you're also not in the front of it, so you don't need to do anything.
Oh, yeah, now you're good.
You're fine. It's just Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said all players. Sorry, my bad.
All players in the front. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'll pay the cost. Slide over 1 to not get hit by that.
Oh.
And because I discarded this from hand, I draw 1.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Now the Virexen turns to the player with the fewest shields in their hand. So if you could give me a shield count, everyone, real quick.
2.
Who is it?
2.
4.
Those are cards with a little shield emblem on it,
4?
right?
Wait, it's the little square
The shield symbol,
diamond
yeah.
one, right?
All
Yeah.
green and yellow cards combined.
Yeah.
Okay,
Four.
yeah, 2.
So, Ferthan, it turns to thee.
Hmm.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for moving that, by the way.
So that goes away. This goes away. We replace this. And then we go into 1 new round. We replace the lowest card, which is the tail reaction, with this. So now it reacts to a blue card being played. It reacts to someone starting their turn in front of it. And it reacts to someone being threatened. It gains 3 struggle. It goes to 7 struggle. And we begin a new round. Oh, I didn't ask any of you whether you wanted to drink your potions at the start of this. They only heal 2 right now.
I'm
No one?
good.
Nah,
I do not.
good.
All right. In that case, Hannah, you have aggro. You are player number 1. What would you like to do?
Well, we're gonna start the fun ending, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think. It's a weird sequence I'm gonna have to do, but we will start by discarding my battle trance
Mm-hmm.
for 2 to play push. Opening draw 2.
I take it you're not moving then, right?
Oh shit! I forgot I have to pay that first.
Would you like to move first?
Yeah, I would quite like to move first.
Okay, then do that.
We'll pay the cost to move as well.
Okay.
But
You do heal 1 from being in the mushrooms at the start of your turn, so.
oh, thank goodness,
There you
that's
go.
wonderful.
They
Means you
taste
didn't eat
great,
all of them.
right?
It's wonderful.
Same with the rest
Wonder-
of the pizza.
Did I say
Alright.
save the rest for? Did you hear what?
I said pizza.
Words? I definitely heard that right, and you're fucking hiding from it.
I heard she
No,
said save the rest.
ew.
Save the rest for pizza. That's what you said, no?
Oh God, ew.
Damn it, I have to think on my turn, you know. I keep drawing. I need to fucking think.
Speaking of drawing,
Dude,
draw 2!
let me know if you need another card.
Yeah, I'd like the rest of the cards in my deck, please.
And the monster loses
want-
a struggle from the maneuver.
Yeah, that's lovely. And then we get to
So do you have to shuffle your action deck back in as soon as it's empty, or when you need to draw another card from it?
I think when you need to draw another card from it.
So we discard this to be
Mhm.
able to afford Immolate. I
Okay.
will eat the cost. You both draw one.
Oh.
Hooray!
Oh.
You're setting yourself on fire and everyone else gets to draw a card? What kind of message is this?
What kind of message?
This is the message that happens when you give me a sword with my shield. Because that's a yellow, that's lovely. But also, God, I wish I could do this because I think it's funny, but I can't afford it for stamina cost. I'll
Mhm,
discard this normally. I
mhm.
could have said when I took damage, I deal 3, but then I wouldn't be able to discard it for 2.
Oh.
And then I'll play Aggro Strike.
Hmm.
Increase the damage this deals by 1 for each red, or for each threat in your discard pile.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
Yo!
Hold on, I'm
What?
just gonna open the search menu real quick, and I have to look at all my cards closely.
While you do that, because you played a yellow, it's losing 1 additional struggle from your weapon effect. And also you gain 1 additional token for your shield master ability.
It is 6. So that is 8 damage.
That is 8 damage, which means it takes another wound, and I forgot to resolve blue. I'm going to resolve blue now. Sorry, cheating slightly. Varexum turns to the active player. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna pretend the sentence at the very end of it all. So it turns to you. Then it places a fire terrain in the front sector. So this is where this gets bad. This is fire.
That has a lot of text.
While there is a fire terrain token in your sector, you cannot play cards into your sequence. You're on fire. Fire terrain can be placed on the board as a consequence of card abilities. When a fire terrain token comes into play, it is placed on the board with its red side face up. No, ignore that. At the end of the round, flip any fire terrain tokens to the yellow side. If a fire is already yellow, remove it from the game instead. So, while you're in there, you can now not play cards into your sequence. Also, it activates, the active player suffers 1 damage unless they have a green in their sequence by paying 1 struggle.
Okay, would you like me to... Here's the question. You want to roll back? Like, I did a lot of
No,
things.
no, we don't have to do that. That's on me. We'll just keep going. This is like the first time everyone's playing. This is a learning experience. We don't need to roll. So now, the monster has to reshuffle its deck because it's gone through all of it. And it gains struggle when it does that. I forgot how much. Hold up.
Does it also take weapon damage?
Yes, its weapon is 0. Let's
Dang it.
see. I don't actually know. It has to be like on this.
I'm good to close my turn while you're doing this, right?
Yes, absolutely. Sarah says it just takes 1 struggle. Okay, it just gains 1 struggle.
Alright, those discard. I'm supposed... Wait.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Those do discard.
Yes. Oh.
Back.
1 truly is the loneliest struggle.
You do take an additional attrition damage because you didn't play 3 defensive cards in your thing.
Well, that would have been impossible, and also I took damage for hitting myself in the face with my own shield. So I am now really hurting.
Ooh.
But I hope y'all are on fire. Please, kill it fast.
Kill it fast. Okay.
All right. It turns to you. You still have aggro. That's all of it. We go over to Shinx. That's a lot of cards.
I'm trying to...
At the start of your turn, you may volley 2 if you want to.
At the start of my turn, I could just like... Okay.
Because
So volley
Ultimate
2,
Shot
I can
is
just like
active
pull
now.
2.
The top 2 cards of your deck get discarded. And for each attack in there, you do weapon level damage. That would be
All
1
right.
damage.
One
The monster
damage
takes
there?
1.
Okay. So let's go. Okay. So like I could use this card to like do damage or no?
No, this just removes blue cards remove struggle. Blue
Yeah.
cards don't do damage. Well, it does like this card specifically volleys 2, so that would do damage again, but
Yeah. Cause if I did like
Mhm.
that, I don't know, I just want to see if this like works like that to that.
yeah, that would then trigger this, absolutely.
Uh,
You need to do them one after another and then pay for them, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Before you start that, first of all, would you like
Yeah.
to move? Let's do that first.
Yeah, where would I want to move? This is gonna draw aggro on me too.
Eventually,
So I'll
yes.
take aggro off. Yeah. I hope you get out of the. I really want to be at the heal plant, but maybe I shouldn't bring it into Ferthan. All right, let's see. I
would appreciate
will.
that.
Yeah, I'll go down here. I'll get away from Ferthan.
All right. So then, 1 card at a time.
Yep.
So, acrobatics, that costs 2, so you have to pay 2 for that.
So this is worth 2, right?
Yep, it has 2 blips at the bottom, so that works.
Yep.
Nothing
And
happens, and then rapid burst. You have to pay 1 for that one.
I can use this one, right? Or is it the?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely. So,
Alright.
you get to volley 2 if you want to.
Yep.
Oh, but I know you have to volley 2. I don't think this is a 1.
Yeah.
That's 1, and that's 2. The monster takes 2
Alright.
volley damage.
Nice.
You've also played a blue card, so it loses 1 struggle. And then acrobatics triggers. You draw 3 cards and may immediately move without paying any stamina cost. Oh, I see how this works. Oh, that's stupidly strong. Oh.
All right. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Oh, fuck me sideways. Okay, I see now. Oh. Oh.
Wait, so did I use my movement already, or?
No,
'Cause I
you
went
now
over
get
here.
you now get to move without paying any stamina cost if you want to. That's in addition to like the normal stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay. I kind of want to go back here.
Sure.
Where I was. Yeah, I'll go back.
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh.
I think that's everything.
Are you sure?
Oh,
You have like an
I
entire
don't-
hand to play with.
Oh wait, I can keep going. Wait.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
You can keep going
Go.
until your sequence is full.
Oh shoot. Okay.
and I'll ask you, like, hey, if you ever want one more card, wink, wink.
Oh. Wink, wink. Okay, let's see.
That goes for both of you on this turn.
So I could do like. So this is 0 cost. So if I like put that there, and then I could do that. And do one
thing
damage?
after another, but yeah, absolutely. So like take this back real quick. Like we need to resolve them one
Yeah.
after another for sequence.
Yeah.
If you have another red card, I would greatly appreciate if you would play that one as well.
I only have the one.
So-
Okay.
Let's do sharp shot first. A couple of things
Yeah,
happen
let's do
when you
that
play
one.
this. So it's
Yep.
free. Your ability is
Yep.
focused. That's what that sword symbol means. So the next time you
Mhm.
play a red this turn, you do 2 damage. First of all, you do
Okay.
remove 1 struggle for blue, but you're also in its tail, and you've played 2 attacks in a sequence. Which means-
Ooh.
You now hit its tail. So this thing gains
Yeah.
a counter. Gains its first counter out of 6. 5 more, and the tail comes off, and you instantly do 2 wounds to it.
Okay.
So now for the next one.
All right, and
Precision draw. You have to pay 1 for this
Yeah.
one.
Actually, if I like did it this way, wait, what does stealth do again?
Stealth means you don't draw aggro from it.
Oh, that's oh, that is an aggro card. Oh wait, oh okay. Wait, I already have aggro right now, don't I?
Yes, you already have aggro from it.
Yeah, I already have aggro. So that stealth card doesn't matter. All right, yeah.
So,
So that would just do like
couple of things happen. You pay 1 for it.
do.
So a couple of things happen. First of all, red card. Wonderful. You trigger volley 1 from your bow. So if you remove the top card, that doesn't do anything. That's a defense card. This does 2 additional weapon level damage because of sharp shot, and it does 2 damage baseline because of your bow. That is 4 damage. You're also standing next to the damage plant, so that does 1 more damage, which causes another wound to the creature. It goes down to 4. However, if you look at your sequence, these 2 together are a sequence to put a token on the tail, right? You play 2 attacks in sequence. But these 2 are also 2 attacks in a sequence. The middle card can double dip. So there's another token on the tail. Another one goes in. Yeah.
So
And doesn't
if
the tail say when there are 2, I don't know, horsey counters on the card?
That's token.
That's damage cards.
No, that little like helmet horsey symbol is
I see,
player
I see.
count. So it's 2 times the amount of players. This is how this game scales. Because you can play this with 2 people, you can play it with 5, right? That's how it scales that.
So could I do this and do like one
Yes.
more and like
Yeah, you
discard
totally
this?
can.
Sweet, let's go.
Oh my
So-
god.
That's another struggle. And then if we look at the board once more, this is another set of 2. And this adds another token. You've now added half the tokens
Let's
necessary to
go.
cut its stupid tail in
let's
one turn.
go.
You have no
Well
idea how sad I am
done.
that I didn't have the card that buffs your damage.
Oh, man.
Very well done. All
Sweet.
right. Yeah, so let's go to end of your turn. Click your little aggro symbol, for you have definitely drawn aggro. Congratulations.
Hi.
I am stupid and forgot to resolve an attack card again. We're doing that now.
Yeah.
Blazing Assault. The
Wait.
active player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Please stop making her more powerful.
Let's go.
There was a shield in there, so you do not take the damage. However, it is going to spend its last 2 struggle to make you do that again. So 3 more. Oh, powering up the archer. And you discarded a shield, which means you do not take the damage from it. Let's go check your attrition this time. It asks you for 1 shield. I think you've played enough cards this turn, young miss. Actually, you only have 1 shield in there. So that checks it. You don't take any further damage.
Nice.
Well done. This card goes away. We replace it with the next one. And we go over to Ferthan. The monster turns. Zoop. There we go. You get to draw 5 from
And-
it. It's
Okay.
Ferthan's turn.
I only have 3 in my deck, by the way.
All right.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold up, Ferthan, before you do anything. Ultimate shot triggers when you empty your deck, deal 5 damage to the monster.
Let's go.
However, you take 1 weapon damage because you hit yourself in your face with your bow.
Yep. Oop.
This is
And
how
I
you
get
reload
to draw up
bows.
until I have 5, right?
Yeah, exactly. For anyone here that isn't familiar with archery, that's like with like handguns or guns, you have to change the magazine. With bows, you have to hit yourself in the head with your bow in order to refill your quiver. That's just how it works. I'm sorry. Ferthan, now we finally come to you. Sorry for putting you off that long.
All right. It's okay. This is about to be a long turn too, so strap in, folks.
Oh fuck. Let's go.
First sequence, 0 cost, whirlwind. Increase the damage the attack deals by 3. I'm assuming that means the next 2 cards I play, blue and red, or if it's just this one. I'm not
So
sure.
this happens if you complete the sequence. So this card plus a blue plus a
Okay.
red. The red card the red card is
red will-
called attack. The red will do 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right. Cool. Okay, well, my mastery skill says when I play a blue card, I deal 2 damage. So we'll go
Yeah.
ahead and deal 2 more damage to him.
Donk donk, it takes 2. Absolutely. You don't
Alright,
remove any
cool.
struggle because it doesn't have any. It's really exhausted right now.
Well, then this next one's a little useless, but I need it for the sequence.
Mhm.
So I'm going to play Exhausting Strike because it's not exhausted enough, and I'm going to discard Decisive Effort to pay for that.
Yeah, absolutely. We see 2 blue. That's
Okay.
another 2 damage to the monster.
Yep. 2
Which
damage.
does crack the wound, bringing it to 3. That
Ooh.
does kick it into its last phase. I believe the phase change is instant.
Yo.
So, you made it angry.
Ooh.
Yo.
Really
Well, at
angry.
least now we can attack it from anywhere.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Place a fire terrain in each threatened sector. I believe is what it just said.
Every sector.
What?
And no one's being threatened. Like, no one has a threatened symbol right now. So, there's no additional fire tokens. And that's it. That's all it does. Its ability changes. When a behavior card with Firestorm is revealed, immediately place a fire terrain in the front sector, and players in that sector become threatened. Right. And now you need to do 4 damage per wound. Ferthan, I very rudely interrupted you. Go on.
Okay. So next I'm going to play Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And I'm going to discard leverage to pay for it, so that's 2. I can only play it after a blue, which this is after a blue, and then I increase the damage this attack deals by X, which is the cost I play for it. I did 2, and then also it's going to get increased by 3 because of Whirlwind.
Yeah, so this
that's
is
5.
5 damage in total. All right.
On top of the weapon
Well, do
damage?
I? Yeah, I was
Isn't
gonna
that
say, do
7?
I also do my weapon damage, which is
Absolutely.
2, so 7 total.
Another 2. There it goes.
All right. And then is that gonna trigger his reaction for red?
That is going to trigger his red reaction, exactly. So now we have Sudden Blaze. This is a Firestorm card. When this is revealed, place a fire terrain in the front sector.
Hold up a second. I got a question to have about that. No. I don't want fire.
Yeah, okay, no, then we're not doing that, actually.
All right, awesome. I love that. These are things that I
was
love.
about to,
Feel
like,
free to continue your
kill
turn.
you. I was about to kill you. Why would you do this to... That's really rude of you.
I have a shield.
Look, if you thought that was rude, you're really not gonna like what's about to happen next.
By the way, if you need energy for anything, I can make you draw one still.
I don't need energy, but I appreciate the offer.
Okay,
All
what
right,
you got?
so I can. Okay, I'm going to play Disruption. Which I don't know if you've noticed,
Oh my
but
God.
actually, quite a few things have happened here. Oh
Oh,
wait, hang
fuck
on.
off. Oh, I see what you did.
I'm not at the
That's so cool.
So I've now played a blue and 2 reds, so get stunned.
Oh my god. So it takes 2 damage again from, like, you just hitting it. And yeah, which part would you like to stun?
I think
this
I'm
one-
going to.
Hmm?
Okay, what does that one do?
This one triggers on when any other reaction is revealed. This one triggers if someone starts the turn in front of it. This one triggers when someone becomes threatened.
Okay, I think I'm going to do the one if someone starts their turn in front of it, because someone
Thank you.
I didn't explain this, but I think it makes sense. The higher the number, the scarier these are. So yeah, that's stunned.
Okay, and yeah, my hand is empty, so I think that's about all I can do.
All right. So let's go clean up. Did you draw aggro in all of this? Yeah, you
Wait,
did.
I have a...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Yeah, Shinxune.
So the tail counter, right?
Yes.
That was like 3 tokens for the tail counter?
Yep.
Or...
Exactly.
Yeah.
3 out of 6. 3 out of 6.
Nice.
Mind
I thought
you,
he would get 3 more for what he did.
no, Ferthan attacked it from the side.
Oh, that's right. I'm looking at Hannah. I'm getting you guys
Yeah.
confused.
So,
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
one thing that's important
you can attack
is
from where its tail is right now, actually.
you can't. Yeah, the tail actually this removes 2 full wounds. So the last 3 wounds of this are much hardier than the first. Right. The first one was like deal 6 damage, pop a wound. Now they're double that. So if you pop the tail off right now, you basically do 24 damage in addition to all the cards that you play. It's like a crazy amount.
Okay.
All right. Then let's move over to Hannah. After this thing turns to Ferthan.
Didn't I already do my turn this round?
Oh yeah, you had aggro. Ferthan, you played. Oh no, you didn't play a shield, right? At all. It was a
I
pure.
don't think
aggro
so.
from
It
you?
was all blue and yeah, it was all blue, blue, red, red. So no shields.
All right. Then you take 2 damage. The monster's damage has gone up to 2 now.
Oh, also at the start of my turn, I was supposed to heal 1. I don't know if we want to.
Yeah, we can factor that in. So like take 1 now, and then you're fine.
All right, cool.
All right. In that case, that is the round. This is one thing that I struggle keeping track of because like the aggro token changes and whose first turn changes. Like, but I just figured out how you're supposed to fix that. I'm just stupid. So new round. Let's go fix monster behavior. It's going to discard a 2 in order to get a 1. Whoa, the stun drops off. Then it gains 3 struggle. This thing is so exhausted. You keep like punching this down. When Sarah and I played this, it just constantly had struggle. It was just firing all the bonus effects all the time. I was like, okay, yeah, no, we just accept this apparently. And we begin our turn with Ferthan. Can you click your aggro token real quick? You pulled a lot of aggro in that turn. Thank you. And you're also the first player, so that's how I'm supposed to keep track of that. All right, Ferthan,
Hooray.
it is your turn again. However, at the start of your turn, you heal 1 for standing in the mushrooms, and it
Hooray.
starts its, if you start in its front, reaction. Thunderous Growl. Virexen gains player count -1 struggle.
So about that.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. When a behavior card is revealed, discard this to cancel the effect of that. It was about to get +1 damage. Rude.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
You
one
are
doesn't
correct.
happen. But flamethrower happens. Place a fire terrain in the front sector. Also, this fire train is gone. Then each player in the front sector suffers monster level damage unless they discard a green from their hand. So Ferthan, unless you want to discard a green, you now take 2 damage.
The funny thing is I kind of lack green.
Then take 2, sir. All right. These are all gone. Okay, now that works. Does it
Wait,
keep on
you're
working?
now also threatened.
You are now also. Oh no, this is not a firestorm. So this is something that I take that I have problems with, by the way. This card, Flamethrower, says place a fire train in the front sector. And we know from previous cards that you've seen, like Smoldering Breath, that Firestorm is a keyword at the top of the card, and that's what you're supposed to look for, right? However, I am going to make the argument that this does say Firestorm on it. It's in the flavor text, but this card contains the word Firestorm.
That's why I thought it was a firestorm card.
So very wrong about games. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope you had a lovely stream. We are playing Primal for the first time. I have some lovely guests with me today. Welcome and thank you very much. I'm arguing about semantics right now. So this gets even worse. This argument, I'm being a lawyer right now. Very sorry about that. Wrong time to come in. You know how like this is in italics, right? Like a firestorm, this is all in italics. And the firestorm on this card is 2? Like it's clearly meant to refer you to the keyword up top, which is also in italics. But like that's not how problem-solving card text works. Don't do that. This card clearly says Firestorm. But it is not a Firestorm card, alas. So we're going to discard this. It goes away. Ferthan, your towel's on fire. Would you like to move?
Oh, I can still move? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's the start of your turn.
Let's...
It is the start of your turn now.
I wish I could assist you.
Well, if you have an assist card, you can.
I do not.
Uh,
Oh, wait,
if
I'm
you
lying.
need an assist card, I can.
I lied
Wink.
to you.
I could probably use an assist.
Just as a reminder, you can't fight from there. You gotta move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could probably use an assist.
Either before or after any action. Well, movement's kind of action.
It's not,
You may
but
draw.
that's okay.
You may draw one.
Well, it's still before I take my action, though, so.
Technically,
Say-
the moment you drive to the place you're going to be playing games at is before an action. That's also true, yes.
Oh.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
we're
repeat
Like,
it before
insufferable.
my
I can't
action.
wait for the next time we play this, and like, Hannah just sends me a DM the day before and just says, next player draws a card. Like, I guess.
No, the DM's going to be, no, you can't play that reaction.
So stamina is a pool, right? So if I discard a card to get stamina, I can use that for future cards in the
No.
sequence?
No,
No,
you
it's not a
cannot.
pool.
It doesn't
Oh.
splash over. You can discard multiple cards to pay for one, but one card that gives you 2 stamina can't pay for 2 separate cards.
Okay.
It is frustrating like that. I was struggling with that concept a lot.
All right. Okay. I'll discard this card and move one.
Yeah. Oh, he's moving to the damage plant. Oh, he's going.
Okay, then I will play this. If I use a blue card to play the cost, then I'd get to draw 2 instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is all bad. All right.
Oh. Can I retroactively do something? We started a new round, right?
We are in a new round. That's correct.
I want to chug.
Oh, true. Start of a turn. This heals for 4 right now. Does anyone else want to use that potion?
I'll use mine.
Okay, so you get to heal for 4. I forgot about that entirely.
I do not want to use mine.
Okay. So Shinxie and Hannah don't have a potion anymore. It's gone.
He's gone.
Okay. Next I will play.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna discard that, so I will need to shuffle this and oh, not just that one.
Hit yourself in the head with your hammer. That's also how you reload hammers.
Oh, you played a green, didn't you?
I did play a green, yes.
So, green reaction. Flaming Gaze. The active player becomes threatened. Boop. You're threatened. Very scary.
Oh boy.
Very scary.
What do I want to do now? Jesus, I did not get a good card.
You're just taking a defensive turn.
It's okay to have a slow turn.
Yeah, I believe in you. I do
Okay,
have an assist too if you need it, but I kind of like
I
to
don't
keep
know
it
if it would
alive.
be, yeah, I don't know if it would be helpful. So I'm going to choose a player to draw 1, and I will allow Hannah to draw 1.
Oh, we're not committing to the one that can do damage, huh?
We
Well,
No,
are.
you're on the damage plant. No, wait, that's not you. That's your cross.
We are going to commit to the blue reaction,
Okay,
however.
and yeah, so and also this deals 2 damage.
It does deal 2 damage.
Nice.
And the blue reaction says, for action turns to the active player. Then place a fire terrain in the front sector.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yes.
Whoop.
These are things that I would consider not good.
The active player suffers 2 damage unless they have a green in their sequence.
I
Ooh.
do have a green in my sequence.
Oh, defensive turn. There it is. Nice, nice, nice.
Nice.
Okay. That's all the reactions.
And yeah,
However-
that's all I'm gonna do for my sequence.
The monster gains 1 struggle. Oh, it loses 1 struggle for you playing the blue as well. But it gains 1 struggle and reshuffles its deck. Zoop. There we go.
And that's gonna be my turn, so I'm gonna draw 4.
Are you going to draw 5? Because the card you currently hold does not count towards your hand size limit.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it also
Uh-huh.
doesn't count for that either.
Exactly. And then we're going to attrition check because you're threatened. You have to draw 2. And they both ask you for 2 defensives, which you have played. You're fine. No further damage there. Monster turns to you. Well, it's already. And with that, we give it over to Hannah. What you got?
Well, my turn's less interesting, but more
Got
on
that.
the line of I wish I could slide one after I attacked to be good to my teammates, but yeah.
Would some more cards just help you?
No, I would have liked to have Shinxie at the tail. There's just no
I
way to
have
get
a-
Shinxie to the tail.
I can't
Because
spend a
I-
2-cost stamina to move twice, can I?
No, not as far as I. No.
Yeah.
Like when Sarah taught me this, like we move 2, but the rulebook on moving says like you can only move once and you have to pay 1 to move. Like I interpret that
Okay,
as
okay.
you get to move 1 tile. Sarah lied to me.
Let's see here. I mean, do you want to go up towards the healing plant, or do you want to go down?
I can't do a turn if I move.
Oh,
So I will be
I have an
standing
assist if you really, really want to move, but I can't do
by the
twice. Nah, I might be able to.
way, I've been waiting to start my turn. Care, check reactions.
Reactions. I'm checking reactions. Oh, tail. Whipping tail. The active player suffers damage unless they discard a green from their hand. If the hit the tail objective has been completed, this card has no effect. Tail's still there. It hits ya.
Yeah, you know what? I can resist that.
All right. No
damage. We will be staying in place.
You are now threatened.
And playing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're playing this from hand for 0. It does nothing.
It removes the struggle.
No, well, it doesn't do that.
Blue cards
Yet.
automatically remove a struggle. All blue cards do.
Yeah, fair. Then we'll discard the Undaunted Charge to afford this, and it removes another struggle and the Shield Dance.
Oh. Okay.
Unfortunately, nothing on this card really matters. It just, I do 2 damage.
The 2 damage. That causes
need
a
a new hand.
wound.
Nice.
Down to 2 wounds. Is that the end of your turn?
Nope.
Oh.
I gain threat.
Oh, that came
Discard
off
out.
Okay.
We're good. Did that blue come when I played
That
the
came
blue
after.
or after?
I think it came after. 0, so it doesn't matter. You do not take attrition damage. You're fine.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Cards,
draw
please.
5. It turns to you.
It does. If only I could make the tail somewhere safe to attack.
All right.
Ooh, that's gonna be a little
Shinx,
tough, yeah.
your
So-
turn.
Wait, fire train. So
You
regardless
cannot
of
play
color,
cards
you
into your
cannot play
sequence
cards
right now.
into sequence. So I have to move, right?
Yes, exactly. However, at the start of your turn, volley 2, please.
Oh yeah.
Also, by the way, wink, wink, I can assist. Wink, wink, and would like to if you're gonna do damage. Wink.
I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I
It takes
can't go
1 damage
up.
from the volley.
Nice. And wait, that was just for my volley. I didn't actually discard some of the move, did I?
You do need to
Ooh.
discard to move, yeah.
Yeah, when you discard a card from your hand, draw one. Sure.
Easy.
Yeah.
The easy refinish.
And I will go down where there's no fire
Yet. But there's no fire
yet.
yet.
Are you planning to have options of actions to take that might involve damage?
Yes.
It's between the two of you. Wink. One of you needs to go hard.
I don't know. I don't trust myself. Hold on.
You have 2 reds.
I don't have 2 reds. I do have 2 attacks. Do I want to discard this or perform volley? Wait, no, wait. That only does 1, so I want to perform volley probably. Chance to get 2.
Huh?
Hold on.
Are you attacking, love?
Yes, I'm going to
Draw a
attack.
card.
Her hand is mildly complicated.
Draw a card.
Give her a second.
Draw a card. Okay.
That's it.
Draw 2 cards, actually.
By the way, your attacks
draw
do
another
1
one.
more weapon damage.
Yeah,
Draw
she's got
another
another
one?
Yep.
I'm playing as an assist as well. Is there... Oh, once per turn.
Okay.
This did not make the sequence easier. Like, I'm trying to puzzle this out at the same time because I want to see like what I would do, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, I imagine this is a nightmare. The more cards you throw into a hand, the harder it gets to play a hand.
Yeah.
Fucking ironically.
Okay. This I feel like has to like be in the sequence somewhere.
I think so too.
And I feel like I want to discard it for this. Maybe see if
Yeah.
I can do 2 volley. Yeah, so like I'll go that with this being the discard to perform
Okay,
that 2
so-
volley possibly. Yeah.
So let's begin with this. First of all, you pay for the blue. It removes
Yeah.
a struggle, but it doesn't have any. You get to now basically volley 4. So yeah, volley 4, I guess.
No. 1,
Volley does +1 damage.
2. Volley does +1 damage.
Does it? Or does it just take 1 more damage
Any.
from all attacks?
Any damage dealt.
Oh my god, how does volley resolve? Does volley resolve by a 1-on-1? Yes. No, it takes damage equal to your weapon level for each offensive card discarded. Okay, so now ruling question. Any damage dealt to the monster by any source is increased by 1, right? So, does volley do damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, or does volley say you discarded 2 cards, therefore it's 2 damage plus 1? Or is it 1 plus 1 and then 1 plus 1?
It does say volley with the X,
I
so
would
1 to
assume-
1.
I would assume it is not 1-to-1 because you figure out how many you drew. And
Sarah
then
said
do
the
that
combined
damage.
volley is 1 source of
The
damage.
total damage you
Okay,
deal when
okay.
resolving a volley effect is considered to be a single source of damage. Yes. Okay, it's 1 source of damage. So that is 3 damage to the creature. Donk, donk, donk. Thank you, Sarah.
Nice.
Okay, so far so good. Now the blue reaction.
Yep.
Varexen turns to the active player, then place a fire. Your turn just got a
Alrighty,
lot
wait.
easier.
Why?
Shoot.
Oh,
Ah,
And
wait.
You suffer. Oh no, it can't do that. It doesn't have the struggle for it. It can't do that.
oh,
Right,
nothing
easier
I can do.
turn. Well done.
Dang it. Yeah, because I can't
however-
do anything with my sequence now, right?
The
yeah.
recycle on adrenaline shot also triggers. You can discard 1 card and draw 1 card.
Okay, so that means like get rid of 1 card on my hand and then draw a card from my
Yeah.
deck. Okay, okay.
Please do not draw cards from your duck. The duck needs the cards. You need to build nests out of something.
What?
Alright, there we go.
So
That's everything, right? Yeah.
I believe that's the end of your turn.
I think so.
Couple of things happen. What an asshole dragon. couple of things happen. Let's do your attrition first. You take
Yep.
2 damage.
Okay.
Then the end of turn thing triggers. I don't actually know what order that is. Each player in the front sector must either immediately move or suffer 2 damage.
I already moved, right? Or can I do it again?
You have to move right now. So,
Oh, I do. Okay, so spend a
yeah.
card.
yes, absolutely. Gets you out of the fire.
It does. Here we go.
Where would you like to move to?
I guess I'm going next to Hannah.
And now it turns to the player with the fewest shields in their hand. Shield count, please.
2.
1.
2.
So
You sure you want to be standing next to me right now?
It's too late.
no,
We're in
everyone.
this
Wait,
together.
everyone has 2. Everyone has 2.
No,
1.
Hannah has 1.
No, that's one. That's one. Like green
Oh,
and yellow.
That is 2.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Let's go.
Uh,
Rock, paper, scissors.
So
Fuck it,
if
DM
everyone has
decision.
the fewest, then
if everyone has the fewest, then the dragon gets confused and lies down and takes a nap.
yes.
Everyone naps with it. It's really warm due to all the fires.
It turns to you because there's 2 of you there.
Yeah.
And that's 2 fewest. That's how that works, right? Cool. Let's put that in there. All right, new round. New round, everyone. Ferthan, would you like to sip your potion? It will heal for only 2 right now.
Yes.
All right, heal 2. Then all the fire ticks down by 1. It's starting to die down. Oh, there's so much fire.
Yeah, we're gonna have
And-
to chill for a minute.
Yeah, very much so. Hannah, you are our first player. You've got aggro.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Right? I'm having fun.
Well, I'm now in a very weird position because I need to chill for a turn so that y'all can do things.
We can
Ah,
try.
When do we lose threatened, by the way?
When you move.
Okay.
Oof. Wait, so if you have to
I guess
chill for a
we-
turn, do you want to move and not get threatened? Oh wait, does threaten matter right now?
Alright.
Well,
I will move into the fire on the only piece of the board that does nothing for a teammate.
Removes the threatened.
And that's my turn. I can't play anything. I gotta wait for the fire. Where is our
draw.
clock on the combat board, by the way?
Ah, that exists. We'll ignore that for the tutorial game because I forgot it exists. I completely forgot that's a thing. Oh no, hi Ichi.
oh my god, let's go. 'Cause,
Hello
like, it's
Hichi,
not
there's a lot of
run
fire.
out with the clock.
Yeah, if
Anyway,
this
I
one's out,
draw
you
2,
lose.
my
but,
turn's over.
we'll ignore that.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Shinx, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Oh god. Okay, I guess we start off
I-
with 2 volley right off the bat.
Give me 2
Do I
volley.
not
Pay
have
no
threat?
attention to the duck behind the turn counter.
You do.
I
You do.
touched
You
the
do.
guy.
You do have aggro.
I'm sorry.
And that's
I didn't
1
mean to pick
volley.
him up.
That's
yeah.
1 volley damage. So the way the board is laid out, I have to camera like back and forth a lot. Might be a bit slow there.
Oh god.
Thank you for the lurk, Ichi. I hope you have a wonderful morning. Turn 5 or so. Like, we're somewhere in, like, not turn 5. I think it's like 6, 7, 8. Somewhere there. We're getting there.
It says I may immediately move. Can I choose to stay where I am if I use acrobatics right now?
Yes, absolutely. But would you like to move at the start of your turn?
No, then I can't attack.
True. Yeah, so that means you may, you don't have to. Absolutely correct.
Okay, so then that would have to have a blue after it, and that would be 2 cards. So I would discard both of these, right? Yeah.
Well, you'd have to get there first, but in theory, yeah.
Yeah.
In theory, that's how that would work,
In
yeah.
theory. Yeah. Okay. So green card, does that do anything right now? It
Yes.
does, right?
So at
Yep.
the top of your board, you can see the current reactions. These don't
Oh, I
super
didn't
update
notice
all that
those.
reliably.
Yeah.
At the start, they didn't update at all, and I was a bit struggling with that, but they should be fine now. So if
Okay,
you want to
good.
start with the green card and take the blue back, because we don't know
Yeah,
where
let's
that's
start
going.
with green and hope everything's gonna be fine.
Pay for it. Cost 2.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Wait.
Hmm?
Okay,
Yeah.
that wouldn't even matter. Just be like one thing after the other. Never mind. I was reading that card.
Right.
All right, we're going with that.
So green. Flaming gaze. You become threatened. I mean, you're already threatened because you didn't move.
Yep.
This does nothing.
Sweet.
However, the second reaction is flamethrower. That's a fire terrain in the front sector.
Hi, that's me.
Hannah.
Oh, let's go. Thank God.
Okay, so I need to
Not
read
a
this.
firestorm. I'm happy.
This does something. There was something about fire terrain if it gets placed on a tile that already has fire. But I need
I'm
to
sorry
figure
if
out
I
where.
kill
Fire
you.
says it's on page 89. That's 88. There we go. Fire. Well, there is a fire terrain in your sector. You cannot play cards into your sequence. Fire terrain can be placed on a combat board as a concept, blah, 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 blah. If you're instructed to place a fire terrain, but there's already a fire in that sector, flip that fire to its red side instead. All players in that sector suffer burning. Page 107.
What is burning?
I don't know. We're about to find out once I get to page
No, I
107.
don't want to be on fire.
It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Burning. When you suffer burning, take the corresponding burning token and place it on your hunter board. Then the next time you empty your deck, discard the burning token and suffer damage equal to your weapon level. If you suffer burning but you already have a burning token, discard the top 5 cards of your deck instead. Damage suffered from burning is different from fatigue damage. They're considered to be different sources of damage and so must be dealt with separately.
So, like, this would
so-
benefit me if I stood in fire, right?
No, it just does more damage to you. You don't want to take damage. Hannah,
I'll
you
just
are
burn a lot.
Easy.
you
5
are
damage,
on
probably.
fire. All right. So that's that card. It doesn't have struggle in order to do the additional thing. It just does nothing. So there we go. Thanks. It's your turn again.
Okay.
Or still, rather.
So, if this is, yeah, no, I don't need to go set myself on fire. Wait, what was I putting this down for?
To trigger acrobatics.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah. So I could do this.
Yeah.
Would you like another card?
Next time you play in your sequence, gain stealth. I draw 1 card if I do that. Prompt snap. I would like to draw another card, yeah, if you're fine with that. Thank
Sure.
you.
Have another card?
Oh, let's
fuck.
go.
Oh fuck.
Yes! Yes!
Uh-oh.
Oh no, something crazy has happened. Is it the one that does infinite damage?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh no, I see the play. I don't like it. Oh no, here it comes.
I hit space. Okay, okay.
Okay, so after
God, if
blue,
it was
nothing
the
happens
Sound
after
blue.
blue.
Okay.
Yeah, like the blue's resolved. And then heavy arrow, pay 1 to play it.
Oh, wait, pay 1 to play it.
Yeah, you still have a stamina token. You're fine.
Oh, I do!
Yeah, you're
Pay
fine.
1 to pay it, and then we can use the other 2 stamina to, like... Yes, okay.
All right. So tell me how much
Okay.
damage this is.
Ah,
Do the
shoot.
tally for me. How much is this?
Okay, so this counts as 1, right? The blues as my... Does it? As my weapon damage or no?
No.
Okay. This attack deals 6... I don't know.
Okay, let's go through it together.
2?
Let's go through it together.
Yeah.
So this says you do 2 weapon damage. This is another 6.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, it's a red card. So you do whatever your weapon says. It's another 2. So now we're at 10. And you volley 1. And that's 1 more. So that's 11.
11
just shoot it
damage.
For 11.
Okay. We shoot it for 11.
So that brings it down to its last wound.
Uh-huh.
That hurts it a lot. And now we
Cool.
trigger a lot of things.
Yep. Do it.
Let's start with this. Sudden Blaze. The active player discards the top 3 cards of the deck. You suffer 2 damage unless you
I
discard a
empty
shield.
my deck again.
Fuck right off!
Let's go!
Okay, you do 5 more damage to the dragon. It is now on 10 damage taken, 2 more damage, and it dies.
Oh, let's go.
This is a Firestorm card, so place a fire terrain in the front sector. Hannah, you're burned. You're even more burned. Discard the top
I
5
lose
cards
5?
of the deck.
That's fine. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't need these cards. These cards are nothing.
This is so dumb. Oh no, you're also now threatened.
That's fine. I didn't need it.
So that's gone. Then the other red, the active player discards the top 3 cards of the... Please stop making her discard cards. She's too powerful
Okay,
already.
wait, so I have to take this and shuffle
Yeah.
it now and discard?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you take your weapon level in damage from
Yep.
having to reload your bow, and then discard the top 3.
Oh, wait, that was 2, not 1, right? Yeah. There we go.
That's fine. You don't take the damage. It can't afford the struggle cost on this, so it doesn't do it again. How did this dragon just kill itself? How did it do that? It has to reshuffle its own stupid little deck. It gains a struggle, which I'm sure will matter with the fucking Hammer Master coming up in a second. Like, I'm sure this one struggle will stick. And I believe that's the end of your turn, or do you have more atrocities to commit today?
I don't think I do. That's definitely the end.
Okay, let me check for attrition. You have played 1 shield, you're fine.
Let's go.
Perfect.
This bow's nasty.
Ferthan, what you got for us?
Well,
First of all, would you like
I
to
don't
move?
think it really matters what I do, because even if I move, I'm just gonna move into fire. So I don't think I want to move.
Oh, that's a lot of fire.
Well, if I move, I won't be threatened. So I guess that's a plus.
Yes.
The good news is we're all already threatened, so we can't get threatened. So the thing won't proc.
I'll discard
Yeah.
this
Sure.
because it doesn't matter because the monster never had struggle anyways.
Well, that's because you!
Yeah,
It's your fault that it never has struggle. What do you mean?
well, I'll gladly take the fault. But yeah, I'll move.
All right, go ahead. Up there, gotcha.
I'll move here, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. So I draw 3, unless it. I don't think it has any reactions, does it?
Let me resolve token real quick. You take 1 damage for not having a shield in your sequence. And you gain a stamina token because you still have cards. And then draw 2. Oh no, draw 3 because this still doesn't count towards your hand size. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So I have a fun
All right.
question, right? The
Yeah.
the last thing is really dangerous 7 on facing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, what if I taunt the monster, so I'm the aggro one again instead of Shinx?
Well, it's the end of the round right now. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
does
so
Shinx have
it'll-
aggro? Shinx has aggro.
Shinx had aggro. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to look at me at the end of Ferthan's turn. I have
Can you
aggro at the end of the
taunt,
round.
Can you taunt like right now?
Yeah, it says during another player's turn.
Oh.
May taunt them by discarding a card with a fuck off? No.
Yeah, and
The
also
active player
Ferthan draws
draws
And
one.
I also get to draw 1.
Yeah, Ferthan draws 1. Okay. And the
Immediately
monster
turns
immediately
as well.
turns to you. Yeah, I guess. Cool. Yeah, cool. That's nifty. Okay. So none of that happens. Monster turn. No, not monster turn, but the beginning of a new round. So these 2 fires go out, and the multiple times refresh fire on Hannah's tile starts dying down. Anyone?
go.
No one has a potion anymore, so no consumption there. The monster gains 3 struggle, goes to 4. Haha. I'll get you. And then Hannah has aggro, so Hannah, you are player 1.
Of course. At the start of my turn, what happens? He's facing me.
That's correct. We have The Rexen gains player count -1 struggle, so it gains 2 struggle. And it gains a +1 damage token until the end of the turn.
Oh, that's
Till the end of the
obnoxious.
round.
Oh, the end of the round. It's not this one, it's this one. Whoop. So now it does 3 damage. Whoop. Would you like to move?
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I would like to move. And when I discard this card to move,
Mhm.
I draw 1.
Okay.
So slide over there. Lovely.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the damage spot. That doesn't necessarily matter. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I might just like play this out to see what happens. Let's see. This lets me. Green isn't like a bad effect, right?
No,
Green's
nothing
fine.
right now.
Safe right
Red,
now? Cool.
red end of turn and a threatened.
All right, that's fucking hilarious and is the perfect card.
Go ahead and draw another one while you're
I
while you're at it,
don't.
Hannah.
I don't
I'm
know if
going
I
to
need it,
assist
but
you.
thank you. Thank you. This gets really, really silly now. If
No,
it
Hannah taunted it,
survives,
Taco.
great.
It has 2 health left.
Yeah, I don't do damage. Is the problem. I'm a
Let
support.
me just really quickly check what your Sword and Shield's damage value is. 2.
Oh shit! This actually will do 2 damage. Wonderful.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely it does. It's also
We're
free.
going to do this we're gonna do this the way that I'd be happy to do it though, because
Go
I
for it.
want to know what's on the fucking bottom of my card. I do 2 damage, but I want to read the bottom of my card. All right.
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! My card's so cool. If only
This is
I
sick.
found it sooner.
Oh, I
And
love it.
with that, you crack its last scale. It roars, falls, and lies in defeat. Well
Let's
done.
freaking
The
go.
forest around you is on fire, but at least you're happy.
Yay!
Oh my god, let's
Oh,
go.
fucking hell. GG, well
Nice
fought,
guys, we
everyone.
found dinner.
So
Yummy.
what would happen now is that you actively get materials from killing it. I don't know how the materials work. I've read up on that. But if you check over here, there's like a forge with like
Ooh.
upgrades you get to like make out
Gun.
of it. Gun. Well, that's the wrong character. Like you'd be on the bow, Ashbringer.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Oh, that is actually kind of nifty.
Oh, yo, that's so cool.
But you can also see that this has different color values on the left, right? Right now, your deck
Oh.
consists of 24 cards that all have, like, you have 6 of each color. Once you get a new weapon, you have to adjust your deck to have this many colored cards in it. So, for example, the Ashbringer for Shinxie here reduces yellow by 2, green by 1, and blue by 1, which means you're going to see your red cards a lot more. And also, your deck's just smaller, so you get through it quicker.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Mine
what
gets
do we have
more
for
efficient at finding yellow, red.
Well, first we have Burning Stone. On blue, you may discard the top card of your deck. If that is a red, you may add it to your hand. It also hits for 5 now. I don't know, because
Nice.
fuck you, that's why. And Hannah has Volcano. When a behavior card is revealed and you are in the front sector, you may suffer the monster damage to cancel the effect of that card. If you do, it gains 1 struggle. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's
I
nifty.
heard you liked not resolving the reaction cards.
I enjoyed that a lot. But more importantly, there's like multiple levels to this shit. So,
Ooh.
like,
Ugh. Don't look at mine. It's creepy.
no, it just eats.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I took its face.
I love
And
that.
So, and you can see there's like a lot of different elements. This is not for a Virexen specifically. This is for fighting a fire monster. And there is like
Mm.
a shit ton of stuff there. This looks like a very long-term game. It does. So if you compare it to something like Kingdom Death, which is supposed to be played over 30 rounds, this one, as far as I understand the campaign mode, I haven't read into it too much. The books only arrived this morning. The campaign mode
Excited
is
for stream to be over to read them.
yes. So the campaign mode is set up over 11 quests, and a quest is supposed to be a session of like reading stuff. There's a lot of lore to this that we're not showcasing here. So you have like a quest phase where you read lore, where you pick where you're going next. You have different quest strings. It seems really replayable. You only get to pick 11 of these over the course of a full campaign, but there is like 60 or something. So
Ooh.
you like pick your way through. Also, I'm just going to show you this. If you all come to the top right over here, this is like the setup. If you just want to like look at the monster list real quick.
Ooh.
Oh.
Like there are a bunch.
Oh.
Bugs.
There's like
Oh,
a
this
bunch
is
of monsters.
freaky.
I'm gonna load this because I want to personally see it. But hey, look at Mizu.
Mizu!
Topical. Oh, this one looks slightly derpy.
Oh,
The figure scan is ever so slightly
I
derpy.
love his like pompadour thing going on.
I
Oh,
want to
no.
hug the soap demon. Sorry, the off-brand soap demon.
Is it Toby? Wait, I think there is one. Hold up, I think there is
There
one.
is. You can even see it on like the page at the very bottom of the board. There's a Toby looking thing
I mean, this one's kind of
on
Toby.
page 31.
Page 31, you say?
Yeah, if you go to the very bottom of the board, it has 31 open to show it.
The very bottom of the... I don't quite know which page... Oh, there. Oh, that thing. Hold up. Let's find that. Let's find that instead. It's a different one. Like, I haven't looked at any of these because... Hey, I haven't looked at time. There it is. There it is. Oop. There you go. There's your Toby. Oh, that's a lot of tokens that are just tokens up falling on my head. There you go.
Aww. He's so spiky.
There. Like, there's a
Oh,
lot
he has
to
a
this.
rock!
He has a
He's
tactical
got
rock.
a rock.
He's got a
Oh.
tactical rock. Like, there's a shit ton to this game. There's like what, 5 expansions attached to this, plus like the core campaign stuff. Like you saw the monster list, right? All of these have different levels. So the way that you play the game is either through a scenario where you like go through like the quest, and there's like a lot of narration to this. There's a lot to read to this. I originally planned on doing parts of this. I originally planned to like give you the opening and do the opening read for it. Then I forgot. Oops. And then all of these have like different levels, 0, 1, 2, and 3. All of these have like different complexities to them. If I were to just set up the little like dragon thing, if I just like set this up level 3. Like
Oh.
it spawns all of the things. Like this is obviously like for auto setting up. I don't quite know what changes between them. There's fire. Like we didn't clean up the other stuff. But like all of these have like escalation stages, right? All of these have escalation stages that you're supposed to fight later on as you go. There's like a pretty decent variety of hunters. You can make like custom decks as well. There's like ways to customize your deck with different cards. Like at the bottom of your hunter cards, you still see there's a skill tree here. At certain parts of the campaign, you'll be asked to pick one of the 5 rows, A, B, C, D, or E. And then the first time, let's say you pick E, you get both E1 cards, and you get to add them to your deck. And then the second time you pick E, you get 3 of the E2 cards, and get to add them to your deck. You get to like customize how your weapon works. There's a lot to this, and it's actually really exciting.
Super interesting.
I love it. Dude,
That
this
was-
is so fun.
Yeah, that was the tutorial for it. That was the tutorial fight. This was at stage 0. What did you all think? Like, give me your opinions. What did you all think?
I loved it. I felt OP. I was having a good time.
Yeah, this was great. I love it.
I don't think I helped to kill the monster in the slightest, but I did help to
You
go through your decks and
tanked
make it
it
not kill us.
and
So that
helped
felt
us.
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I
You
accidentally tried to play
soaked up
something.
all the damage for us. I
Yeah,
would have
you
died like
did
3
so
different times.
well.
All right, to be fair, of the damage I soaked, about a third of it was myself.
I mean, my body as a shield, right? Like, that works.
Yeah, we said that we had symbiote suits on, right? Because of the
Yeah.
the potions and all of our health being connected to our armor, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it is you.
I personally really like how
Anna
the
is the
scales player
ultimate
numbers.
symbiote.
Yeah.
Like, I really like how this scales player numbers, where it's like obviously the monster scales linearly. Like one player is, or 2 players is like 2 times player number. Then it's like
Mhm.
3 players, right? The value scales linearly, but the player options don't. The more players you have, the more you get to like throw assists at someone or like have your tech cards to like help other people. The more you get to like off turn do things, the more players that are there. So more players does make this easier,
Mhm.
but it doesn't make it trivial. And you have a very clear idea of how the monster scales. Some games, when they try to scale for players, they scale the damage to like a level where now it just kills everyone. But even here, the one thing that would do that is the amount of struggle that it gains, right? So you would say, oh, what if it just gains too much struggle and now it hits us every turn? But it needs to reach player number times 3 struggle levels. So like even that is scaled to accommodate however many people like you're playing this with, which I think is really nifty.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think the only thing that I don't like is like the movement, but I mean that could just be like me not. I feel like the movement options are very limited because like you can only move once per turn, except for like Shinxie has acrobatics, but that could just be a skill issue.
Could also be like
Yeah.
certain weapons are very schmoovy.
Dual Blade Girl here, like
Yeah.
this is the one that I read up on. That was who I was gonna play. She has a mechanic called Overrun, where some cards make you go from one side of the monster to the other side.
Oh.
As part of it, like
That's
whenever you
cool.
play that many attacks, and then she does damage when you do it, like as you just dash through the thing, like she's hyper movement. I've only played the Gunner. That was who I played on my first attempt of this. Which was super nifty. You have to keep track of ammo, which I failed to do a lot.
Oh.
But she just has a card that says like, hey, like counter shot, like no reaction. She just has use one big giant bullet, take all the damage. Which
Nice.
Sarah managed to put a vulnerable before, so I actually got to double that at one point. Like, the variety between characters is really nifty. Boris says looks really good. I already proposed it to my board game group because I really want to try it out. Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
I admitted to this like before stream. This is obviously on Tabletop Simulator right now, but the one thing that's lacking from this is the campaign books, all of the lore. And the way that I understood this is that this is a request from the publisher to say like, hey, technically Tabletop Simulator is a very weird legal area, right? Like, but all of the like important lore and the campaign bits, they're not available on Tabletop Simulator. And I've read up on what the people that are making the mod have said. They are not going to put that in either. In fact, there is a note up here saying campaign encounters are not part of this due to restrictions by the publisher in order to keep this mod in the Steam Workshop. Which, by the way, is a fucking nice move, if you ask me. They'd be absolutely in their right of saying, like, hey, we don't want this out here. But them going, okay, as long as you do not add the campaign stuff, you can have this as like a demo, a try thing. Fucking neat. Anyway, so in response to us making a group for this and playing today, I just ordered the entire game because I really wanted the campaign books. So they're all sitting next to me. I didn't actually get to read them today. I was getting ready to like leaf through them and go like, ooh, lore bits. I've got all of them sitting here. I have like multiple giant boxes worth of stuff. I'm going to paint all of these minis, but I just like painting minis. I'm really looking forward to this. However, as far as today is concerned, that is going to be it. I'm hungry. I need food.
Heck yeah.
I need to feast.
Food
Oh,
sounds
let me-
fantastic.
You need to take your beginning of round action and consume.
And consume,
Exactly.
yeah.
My potion ran out.
Ma-
What am I gonna do now?
May I make a comment about the game and how it surprised me?
Absolutely, please.
All right, so while we were playing and we were in first phase, I kind of thought, you know, this makes sense. It kind of has flow. The monster's health is trickling down, and that makes sense. And then we hit the second phase,
Mhm.
and my heart dropped, and I went, "Oh, it gets tankier the further it goes. It has more health the further it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so spongy." I was very well misled that this is not spongy at all. No, we could combo for some nasty turn damage.
Yeah.
I like the comboing so much. The
Yeah,
assisting.
like the bow girl was exactly like what you were supposed to do, just like going through stuff. I had the exact same
Let's
reaction
go.
when Sarah revealed like stage 2 for the first time. It was like, oh, now you need to do more damage. Oh, this must really suck if you're playing with like 4 or 5 people, right? But no, like you can come up with like some ridiculous damage combinations with people that really allow you to chew through these. And you didn't even pop the tail wound because it like the opportunity wasn't there, right?
Mhm.
But that's just 24 wounds off the thing. Or if you're, let's say you're playing with 5 people, right? That's what? That's 25, that's 50 wounds off for just like playing some cards on tail, which Shinxie did 3 of those in one of her turns, right? There's some really cool opportunity here.
And it's not damage locked either. It's that you did damage locked. So doing small damage to tail, as long as it's small chain, is good enough.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah, and
once you...
I like the sequence and react like system where like you play cards and then like the monster reacts to them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
or not react depending on what you play. Like I like the strategy of like, oh, well, as long as I don't play red or as long as I move from out of the front of him, then he's not going to do anything during my turn, or strategically playing your cards in order so that like, oh, I know it's going to react to red, so I'll play red last, but then also having to balance that with like your mastery and what would be good to play in order.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. This is one thing that fascinated me about it. Obviously, coming from like a slight KDM background, the fact that there is no monster turn was like, what? Wait, but how does it? What? Huh? But you, not only is it scary to look at the reactions and go like, oh god, my turn, but when you do get to play around it or like tank one and then play around the rest, you feel like a fucking god. As you get more familiar with what all of these do, they're pretty easily identifiable. This is something I don't like about the Monster Hunter board game. Like, the back of the card gives you a rough idea of what the monster does in that game. Here, you can learn, oh, the red card with value 2, that's what it's going to do. I've seen it a million times now. It's much easier to identify and to learn what this does. And as you get familiar with what these monster reactions do, good luck with 5 gazillion monsters in this, by the way. And you get also familiar with what your deck is and what options are in your deck. You saw a lot of your cards for the first time today. You saw all of your cards for the first time today. You'll be like able to play around these like a lot more. And the moments it creates where you just do that is so nifty. If you just got to do that, like you said, Ferthan, with like slightly more movement in between, I think we create like a Monster Hunter Rise situation where slightly more movement is too much movement because you already get to do all of these things once you get mastery over the system. But also,
I wonder.
slightly more movement would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder how the elemental stuff will work into it.
Oh,
I'm like
so
looking at the bottom.
this is a cool thing. If a monster is weak to your stuff, the way this works is you don't actually do more damage or anything. If you have all of your gear has tags on it, even your armor. And if a monster is weak to, I think, 2 or 3 of your nodes on your cards, then you get to modify your starting deck. You get to either add a card of a color of your choice or remove an additional one. You get to make your deck more consistent, or you get to load it up with more cards that you want. And if it's weak to 4, so everything you run, including like traps and consumables at the bottom, then you get to do that with two different things. You either get to add one card, add two cards, remove one, add one, remove one, or remove two, which I think is a really nifty
Oh.
advantage system. In a deck
Yeah,
that's
I
what
like
at
that.
maximum 24, like removing two cards is a huge consistency change. Especially if you're playing something like Shinxie where you just churn through your entire fucking deck all the time, right? That's how that works.
Oh,
It's really nifty.
okay.
And you know
All right.
something else this game does? Just
Yeah.
I have to give this a high compliment because it's a systemic problem of all board games. When it's not your turn, normally you're fucking bored.
Yeah.
You're at best planning your next turn. No, most of the interesting parts of my character was played off turn. All of my interesting decision making was in your turns. And I think that's really fucking cool.
Mhm.
This is something that we struggle with in board games a lot. You're absolutely right there. How do I keep players engaged when it's not their time, when it's not their turn? Like KDM does this through like through the surge and the thingy system, right, where you get to do things between actions. But really, even in KDM, once you've done all of your stuff, you can kind of like sit back and just wait for you to die. There's nothing else you're going to be doing, right? I do like that the assist system here and like other cards that say when you discard this help someone else. It's not like a fully integrated system where you always get to do this. You do need the right cards for it. But it does help you like sit there and actually like take note of other people's turns instead of making it so whoever isn't playing is the next one to get snacks. It's a big struggle in a lot of board games that I play. Obviously, it's worse in Euro games where it's not your turn. You could be doing something else right now. But like,
It's not your
in
turn.
co-op
Go build a
games.
Lego set.
Yes, for example. Right? For example.
Yeah, like
Um,
I always like multitask during like D&D and stuff. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do wonder. I didn't read up on this. I do wonder how hand knowledge is supposed to be in this. I do need to read up on this. Obviously, like the mod here hides the hand from everyone else. I think you're supposed to not be able to see your allies' cards. I wonder to what
Yeah.
extent you can talk about what's in your hand. I wonder.
Yeah. Because I was
Because,
like, can I tell them I have assist or like what?
There's a reason I was like, wink, wink.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be attacking, wink.
I think you all played this like naturally the way that I would want to play this, where like you don't tell someone like, oh, I have this, you get to do this. You just went like, hey, I can help. Like if you want to draw a card, like I can help with this, I can do something here. Instead of going, I have a card that does this. If you want me to play this, I will do this. That prevents a lot of backseating, and it also prevents a lot of the just like open information sharing that might make turns too complicated. If you only have to look at your hand, that's your hand. If you also have to consider everyone else's hand, some people might fry their brains on that. I think I would consider that a bit of overload. This way you consider
I
your
feel
hand
like-
and maybe your ally chimes in sometimes. Yeah, Shinxie?
It would kind of get rid of the card aspect if you knew what everyone had. That's
Yeah.
just like you would just have moves anyway.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Boris
liked
also says you just like you can give a vague idea but no numbers or anything. It's ideal for the mod to do that, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I think so too. And I didn't comment on this at all, and I think these three like immediately picked that up and just like rolled with it in the way that I would prefer to be played. However, I didn't read the rules on that, so I don't know.
I mean, that's just what I assumed when I looked over at fucking Shinxie's cards during the very first turn of the game. I was like, oh, I can't see shit. Yep. This is an information game as well.
Yeah. I was considering to like film it. Haha, look at me being all artsy. To film it from the perspective of I don't see your cards either, but I figured that might be a bit boring. So I saw all of your cards. But that's just the DM light. All right, everyone.
Also, I think it helps
Yeah.
for you to look at them since you have more knowledge. So, like, you were able to tell us, oh, hey, this card does this.
Did I? I played that hunt, and that's it. Like we now are parity
Whoa.
on knowledge.
Well, I mean, you did tell Shinx and me at least one time, like when I had the card that let me draw cards because it didn't count towards my hand limit. I was like, oh yeah, that also counts when I draw, not just
Oh,
if
yeah.
I need to discard. So
yeah.
things like that.
That's because my character also had a card like this, and Sarah told me. Like, oh, cool. No, but like we're now at like knowledge parity. Like you've played exactly. Well, I've now played this hunt twice, so I guess I'm always in front of you there. But you've seen exactly as much of the game as I have.
Shinxune, that means we need to play this game without care.
Oh yeah, you're right. We gotta catch up.
Rudeness, rudeness. No.
Ah.
All right, everyone. I will get to end the stream today. There is going to be a point where I will get to end the stream, and that point is right now.
Right now.
Before we leave, however,
Yeah,
I would like to hand it over to my lovely guests today. First of all, thank you all three for joining me. Thank you so much. We're going to start with Hannah. Who are you? Where can people find you? What's your favorite food? I don't know. I don't have dumb questions today.
Oh, that's not fair. My favorite food changes all the time. I'm Divine Princess Hannah in the chat. You can find me quite literally. I'm in the chat. You can find me on Twitch. Please, if you'd like to hang out, I usually get up to nonsense. Because I tone myself down on care streams, and nobody believes me when I say that.
No, she does.
My favorite.
I didn't ask her to, but she does.
I think my favorite food right this second is spring rolls. I want spring rolls. Please give me spring rolls.
Please give me spring
I
Ow!
like spring rolls.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh yeah,
Hannah.
you're right. Hold on. You can find me at twitch.tv/Karen. This is my streams.
I guess I am Divine Princess Hannah now. Can I change the name to
Congratulations.
Divine
You, princess.
Divine Princess Heinrich or something? Like, I don't know.
Wow, I love you, princess.
I don't think that title fits me. I'm that's not me. No.
You are
Give you a
definitely
crown.
wearing a thing on the head in your model, so like that could be a tiara made out of duck.
Congratulations, you are now a
my
Disney
God.
princess.
No. No. Nurgle is the best Disney princess. I agree. All right. All right.
Zoe is your animal companion.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Ferthan, you rascal. Thank you for being here. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you. You can find me on pretty much any socials as Ferthan. This is my year to do it all apparently. So besides work, which I normally do, I'm also joining a cover band, and I'm also going back to school. At some point, I'm going to start streaming as well. So for now, though, you can just look out for me in Discord. You can look for me on all the socials, and yeah, thanks for having me today, Kier.
You can't do that. What are you covering? What's the
Yeah, I
what's the
need to know
cover band?
now.
Oh, well, it's not, we're not covering like a single band.
Oh,
We're
okay.
covering like a genre. So we're doing like pop punk and emo music. So
You
That's so
I-
cool.
yeah.
yes, thank you. I will await you posting those.
I was
And
about to say you're on the right stream.
I'm the lead singer of the band. So
Ooh.
Yo!
these chicks don't even know the name of my band.
Yo, what is the name of your band? Is that the name of your
Yeah,
band?
can we know?
It's called the Deep Cuts. We're called that obviously to play on like the whole emo thing. So
I was
yeah,
gonna
you
say
know,
I'm not gonna make
Deep
an emo
Cuts.
joke here.
And so like the whole concept is that we're gonna play like lesser known or like not the hits, but like lesser known tracks by emo / pop punk bands. So yeah, we don't have social media for that yet, but yeah, I guess I'll share it once there is.
Please do. I'm
That's
hyped
so
about that.
cool.
That's the great news. That's the greatest news out of today. Oh, now I'm excited.
Ferthan, you're awesome, and I'm proud of you. That's cool as
Mhm.
fuck.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah. But on top of that, thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining us. We put
Oh, yeah,
Ferthan through a lot of
and,
firsts today.
I guess I should list my
Ferthan.
favorite food. My favorite food. I'm gonna be boring. No, I guess I should be a little less boring. My favorite food is probably chicken fried steak. I don't even know for Europeans
Ooh.
if that makes sense to you guys,
That makes
but
perfect sense.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know if that's a dish that's served much in Europe, so
No.
but yeah.
It's not.
But
But
yeah,
it
just
is.
imagine like a chicken breast that's flattened out and then breaded and fried, and then you typically put the American version of gravy, which is like a cream roux almost,
Mhm.
with like with seasoning in it, typically like pepper. And yeah, that's chicken fried steak, normally
So what?
accompanied with like mashed potatoes and green beans.
So what it is it's a chicken version of schnitzel, because that's exactly how
Yeah,
schnitzel
pretty
works.
much. Yeah, pretty
Like, I
much.
made this year. I know that's a big time frame, but still, like I prepared this year. I didn't actually know the
Yeah,
name for it.
it's been a childhood favorite for me. So
Hell yeah!
it's
Thank
also
you
a
for being
staple in the
here.
Texas diet.
Last
Oh.
but not least, we have a Shinx. Shinx.
I
Thank you for being
I
here.
love of course, of course. Thank you for inviting me. I had a really good time. I really liked this one. Really, really
Hmm?
did.
Same.
Um, I guess hi, I'm Shinxune. You can find me on my channel. I do stuff. I also started a new ASMR channel. There's that. If you guys like ASMR and chillin'. And I write a web novel if you guys like magical girls. And I do a lot of stuff.
She does a lot
And
of stuff. It's true.
I do a lot of stuff. And my favorite food is sushi. Yeah.
Mint sushi.
Ew.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Damn
Why
it! I
you
missed.
gotta ruin it?
I was about to say mint sushi, then shut off Discord volume and just do the rest of the outro.
Oh my god. Ew.
Ducklings, Twitch chat. We're going to so yesterday we tried something that didn't quite work because my timing was off. Today we're going to try this again because this time Jesse's actually streaming. So there's your rate message. I'm gonna throw you all over at Jesse. Take this. He'll understand. Don't worry about it.
He
Once more,
understands.
thank you to all my wonderful guests on stream today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your effort. Thank you for
Yeah.
wanting to be here
Thanks,
and
everyone.
making this a wonderful stream. And of course, thank you, Ducklings, for joining us today. Thank you for taking some of your rare time to chill with us. Really appreciate it. I am going to be back on Monday. Hi, I'm Care. I live here, I guess. I'm going to be back on
What?
Monday. And what the fuck am I doing on Monday? Oh, we've got a thing I'm on NDA for until Monday. Woo! Cool thing on Monday. Yeah. And Craig. Wait, my voice broke. Craig, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you so much. I'll throw y'all over to Jesse. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Bye bye.